Okay, we are now recording.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, future us.
Alright, you assholes, get it out of the way.
Get what out of the way?
You know
Yeah,
exactly
get
what
it
the
out the
fuck
way.
I'm talking about. Fucking
I
get it out of the
honestly
way.
I don't have anything to say right now, Jen. I'm gonna be a good little noodle. I'm just importing my weapon. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna be
never
good
have
little
anything to
noodles
say.
today. I've never said a mean thing in my life ever.
Uh-huh.
Exactly, same here.
I cast
Justin.
Yeah.
testicular torsion.
Testicular torsion.
Hey, Justin,
Yes.
your plate on democracy.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa!
I ain't gonna hear this. So
Wow!
you've been playing your little
Damn.
dying lights. I've been out there in the creek spilling oil all day. I don't want to hear it.
Hashtag not sponsored by Helldivers 2.
But if they'd like to
We could be-
sponsor us,
if
we could
they'd like to
100% run a
sponsor
us.
one-shot.
we wouldn't say no.
I bet if
Free
we
for
emailed,
democracy.
Then I'd be legally
listening
obligated
to
to
this?
record it. Oh, fucking no they're not.
I bet we could email the Helldivers direct, people and be like, hey, we're like a really small just group of friends. We have no fan base, but we're a big fan. We'd love to just do something here.
Give me some super credits.
one shot. Helldivers one shot.
That'd be crazy.
No, that'd be whack.
That would be whack. I think I could figure out how to do it, but that's for another time.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
I-
for right
can
now.
Can I cast the spell really quick?
What spell?
Shabaddle shaboodle, your dick is now a noodle.
No!
Not the noodle dick.
How could you?
Damn.
You don't need it. Good thing I'm pretty sure only a singular or a sing and a half person here has a dick, so
The humanity.
I have one. Just saying. Do you?
Okay, we're not gonna get.
You don't know.
I'm gonna get into biology and shit. Technically,
Question mark is
everyone
crazy.
has.
Great
Technically,
science.
everyone has one. It's just a matter of like the chromosomes determining the size.
I mean, honestly, if my quote unquote use it, if my quote unquote dick became a noodle, then I'd actually have one. So honestly, I'll take that spell.
Anyways,
I'm so sorry, future us. We're apparently on
No,
a
we're not.
no, you're not.
We're not sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they're
Helldiver sponsors.
What's gonna happen is that future you guys are gonna go back and listen to this and crack up and go, haha, we were hilarious.
yeah.
Wiping a tear from your eye.
Haha, the tism. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Kings of Thunder, yeah, let's go.
Anyway. Fuckers.
No, we refuse. Fuck you.
Gotcha.
Well, then I might as well just stop recording. We can stop D&D session. No D&D. Oh well.
No.
No. Anybody with noodle dick.
Damn.
All right. Last time. I know it's been a while. We've got our gigglies out.
Cock and ball torture.
Thank you. Last time. You all
That
finished
really
up,
got Moss.
you finished up your business in the city of in Luskin, the city of sales. Finishing up your shopping, going on cute dates, terrorizing a poor man in the stocks. You know how it is.
Yeah, one of those dates was terrorizing the poor man in the stocks.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, he's fine.
2 birds, 1 stone, yada yada yada.
Hey, school.
I'm
Is he?
so tempted to make this comeback and bite you guys in the ass. So tempted.
He's like a secret
I
general.
want to see Lermis again. I want to.
He's gonna,
I will.
he's gonna come back as an enemy warlock of the bookkeeper.
No. Lermis is gonna be a figure from the Feywild who pops up in the Prime Material as an ordinary man in order to test people's hospitality or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
I could
And
do
we
that.
fucked up.
I
We
could
fucked
do
up the
that.
test.
Give her
No.
ideas. Don't give her ideas.
I have Archfey that could work for. Anyways.
Oh
welcome.
no.
Wow. Secretly
So
an
nice
agent of
to
Mitch.
not be the only one giving Jen ideas for once. Thanks, Justin.
You're welcome.
I'm maybe not Lermis, maybe a future NPC. Therefore, you all have to be careful. Anyways, after leaving the city of Luskin, you all continued eastward towards White Sparrow in the final stretch of the journey. I believe I said it was like a 2-day journey there.
Mm-hmm.
But rounding out this like sort of the last of the 2 weeks from Neverwinter to White Sparrow, roughly 2 weeks. But on one of the rests before arriving in White Sparrow, Palu and Eilif decided to go for a sparring match. Which, because both players and characters are competitive bitches,
No, we're not competitive.
things escalated pretty fast, and resulted in some strange events.
Uh-oh. Tee-hee.
Blossom may have been injured. Eilif might have been injured. Conversations were had. Feelings were shared. Some feelings were not shared. And we ended with a very ominous whisper on the wind.
Hey there, little mama. Let me whisper in your ear.
We pick up.
I feel like this is a sweet mama whispering in our ear right now.
We pick up. I think on that rest still. You guys have had a moment to sit and talk. Nice. You guys have had a moment to sit and talk and figure things out. And sort of calm Helu down and calm Blossom and Eilif down. Is there anything else you guys want to do for this rest, or do we just want to finish it up and move on?
I want to do something later on in the night,
All right.
but I'll let everybody else do their own things if they have something planned.
I personally do not.
I don't.
I think Helu would probably retreat to her tent for the night.
Quality of man.
Can't believe I rolled a nat 1 and then a nat 20.
Yup.
It's gonna be wild.
Yep.
It's gonna be a wild time.
It's kind of crazy.
Well, if no one has anything else planned, I need to do some more reconnaissance. And I told Nick Bottom that I will try to contact him again to check up on him and any additional information he could get. So later on the night, I tried to slither in his dreams.
Awful. Why'd you have
Why
to put it
that
like
phrasing?
just slither on in.
Not a good use of the word slither.
I saunter over to his dreams.
Marginally better. I'll accept
Okay,
it.
I'll take it.
But as you all set down to sleep, Marcus, you take a moment, prepare the spell, and cast Dream, targeting Nick Bottom once again.
Dream.
What does
Yeah.
Dream look like this time?
Mirage,
First I gotta see if it goes through. You're saying it goes through?
Check the description of the spell again.
Okay.
I think as long as he's asleep, it
It's
works.
I think it's a saving throw. I forget. Let me double check.
I think if it's an unwilling target, or if you are trying to be menacing.
Okay. All right. So yeah.
Target must be on the same. If the target is asleep, the creature.
basically the target just has to be asleep
If the target is awake,
if you're doing a non-malicious day.
yeah, if the target is awake when you cast a spell, the messenger knows it and can either end the trance and the spell, or wait for the target to fall asleep, at which point the messenger. Okay, I am gonna roll to see if he's asleep right now.
Alright. Cool.
Let's see here. What do I want this to be? Ah, fuck. Fortunately, as you cast the spell, you get the sense that he is in fact awake. Now as per the rules of the spell, you can hold on to the spell.
Okay, yeah, I'll stay up and I'll hold on to the spell then.
All right. Is anyone doing anything for the night in special? I'm just asking to be sure.
Blossom's gonna poke Marcus in the cheek every 15 minutes until Nick Bottom responds or goes to sleep.
He's
gonna be an annoying little shit.
Yeah,
I'm
Marcus is in a trance, holding on to the spell, and you just poke.
Are you asleep yet? Are you asleep yet? Are you asleep yet?
I think there's somewhere in the middle where he tries to fucking bite your finger. And then go back into the trance.
Joking aside, Blossom doesn't do that. I think she just trances while he's waiting for Nick to go to sleep.
All right.
Is Ylith okay?
I mean,
Oh,
how do
right,
you define okay?
Ike was not there last session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
at 46 of 96 health. I'm a little beat up. I'm concerned for Halu. But, like, I'm okay. Otherwise.
I am going to heal your wounds. Medicine check. Well, we're taking a long rest anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm about
in the
to
process
go to
of the
bed.
long rest.
Yeah,
I am doing that.
Yeah, you can sit down with Ylith and like treat his wound, treat their wounds as a part of the long rest.
Fellas, is it gay? Sorry.
Yes, obviously.
Guys,
I think you gotta move your token over to Ylith.
Fellas, is it gay to tenderly wash your companion's wounds? Putting them in the eye, caressing their hand as you gently bandage a laceration. Is it gay?
After you told them you appreciate them.
Yeah. Relationship advice.
Is it gay for me, male 26, to tenderly treat my companions, non-binary 27,
26.
26 wounds?
Anyways,
put that on Reddit.
Turn it into a Reddit
For
post.
more information, I am a paladin.
They are a fighter.
But if that's it, yeah, you as a part of the long rest can spend a quiet moment with Ylith tending to the wounds. The part of the long rest.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit before the spell actually takes effect, Marcus. Seems that he's awake for an hour or two or before finally cooled.
Can I quickly ask a question, because this might actually help us in terms of info. Around what time did he go to sleep? If we know that, then we might know what time, whoever is under the spell, or him and his troop, what time they're allowed to go to bed and what time they're actively working.
Well, for starters, this is a totally different time than the last time. But
Okay.
it is probably like close to maybe a little bit, maybe almost 1 a.m. before.
Damn, working them ragged.
Yeah. Which
Make that mental note of that.
what does the dream look like? Specify the environment.
Yeah. I think this time around, I pop Nick Bottom at like the very end of one of his performances. Like he's up on stage, he's finishing up, and then whenever the end of that performance happens, I feel like just off in the crowd, a light shines on me, and I'm doing that Shia LaBeouf clapping in the back.
You're just
Awful.
tormenting this poor man.
You think I would just
You
pop
had the
up
GIF
regularly?
ready. I can't believe you had the GIF ready.
Hi.
Duh. But yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
Trusted, of course it's ready.
It's a spotlight from somewhere appears, and like the room filled with these faceless sort of figures, giving the illusion of other people on stage and in the crowd.
That's so creepy.
This is Marcus.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, and you have that spotlight shine down on you, and Nick Bottom on the stage, like doing the final bow sort of a thing, with all these other sort of faceless figures, looks up, and like you'd expect to hear wild applause at the end of performance, but it's just you. And he looks up, and he looks out, squinting and looks confused.
Nick, my boy, great performance. And I think he misty steps over to the very front of the stage, and probably leans on the bottom, waiting for Nick Bottom to kind of shake awake from whatever fugue state he has during most of the day, and get back into his right mind within the dream.
Which he like sort of. I imagine some of the figures just sort of disappear.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
he's looking around now, realizing that the stage is empty. And he's, well, thank you, good sir.
Good sir. It's do you not remember me?
Hi, kitty. I know, so cute. Kind of in my. He blinks, sort of shakes his head, and he goes, "Your face is familiar, but I can't quite place where."
Ooh.
Ooh, that is not.
The whole thing with the spell is that they perfectly recall the dream.
Yeah, but we don't
Yeah.
know what's being casted on
might
Nick.
be. Yeah.
We're dealing with
Yeah.
Fae bullshit.
Yeah, some Fae bullshit.
Fae bullshit
Yeah.
fucks with memory.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. Ooh, damn. I was not expecting that one.
In terms
Well,
of
Nate-
spell, it says they perfectly remember the dream when they wake up. That doesn't necessarily mean they hold on to the memory forever.
No,
That's
no,
true.
yeah.
And it has been a little while.
Yeah, it's been a good
been
couple
a
of
week.
days.
Yeah,
In
Yeah.
a week.
yeah, and he's been working dawn to dusk and even
Yeah.
past.
That's
Oof.
fair. That's fair.
Marcus looks kind of downcast. He's like, Nick, I'm just offended. We had such a nice evening drinking coffee. You can't even remember me?
I have a vague memory of a cafe, but you'll have to forgive me, good sir. My mind's been all over the place these past few weeks.
Yeah. I'm starting to get that impression. You know what? Let me just give you the crash notes here. I visited you before in the past. You're off somewhere stuck or whatever. I'm a friend of Blossom's, by the way. We talked about that before.
To which there's like the little start as you say Blossom's name.
And yeah, she's fine. She's cool.
Okay.
She's fine and dandy looking for you. I did come here hoping to get some more information from you, but I'm starting to get the impression that I'm not going to get very much.
Sorry, you're going a bit fast for me.
My apologies. Just kind of the way I roll. Do you know where you are right now?
I'm.
Like-
And he looks around. I'm in.
Not here. Oh wait. Sorry for cutting you off.
I'm in a forest somewhere. the loveliest little summer glade that I've ever seen.
Yes, you told me that last time as well. You also told me they had you working on a play,
Yes.
some kind of grand performance coming up, or
Yes.
big opening, I think is what you said.
Opening night soon. I know that.
How soon?
What day is it?
DM, what day is it?
You can tell
A
him
Oh,
day.
here-
you can tell him the current date because I'm not too
Okay.
stickler for.
All right, I tell him it's the 6th of Hammer. Yes. There we
Okay,
go.
all right.
We're having a Groundhog Day here. It's been the 6th of Hammer.
Shush.
Today's Tuesday, but yesterday was Tuesday
All
too.
right. Shush. I'll fix. I'll adjust the cam.
That's
the
probably
fucking
how it feels to Nick
calendar.
Bottom. Anyways.
For real, yeah.
He
Uh.
doesn't.
Calendar. Okay. Well,
It's the heat of the moment.
let's say
No.
it's.
No.
Oh. There we go.
Well, you know how
Ah.
today's Tuesday?
Oh.
Yesterday was Tuesday too.
Lots of Tuesdays.
I think 5th is potentially like the month. It's 15th of Hammer.
It is the 15th of Hammer.
Not too long, I think. Any day now, though the the director has to get the word out before, obviously, there can be an opening night. We must have an audience for an opening night.
No, of course. And excuse me, I haven't exactly got mailed an itinerary yet. What play are you going to be performing on opening night? If if you can't remember that, or if it's been decided.
Well, it's for certain been decided. It's what we've been working on for the past, however long we've been working on it.
Well, what's the name of it?
Give me the DM a moment.
Okay.
Ooh.
Have it somewhere. It's a matter of digging it out of my notes. I have so many fucking files on my computer.
That's the mood.
I collect so many D&D resources.
Mood.
That it just leaves me sort of like digging through all of them. Hi, what are you doing? Yeah, lay down, cat. If you're gonna be in my face, lay down on my lap. Thank you. Let's. Come on, I know the name is your.
I think we joked about it being a Midsummer Night's Dream, but like I think that was just a joke.
That would be a little bit too on the nose for a lot of things.
Interesting.
Is it As You Like It?
No.
Much ado about nothing.
Hamlet.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh my god.
Othello.
Gomeo.
Henry
That's
V.
Romeo.
He thinks he
Troilus and Cressida.
Julius Caesar.
I believe they called it the Knight's Promise.
Knight's
Oh.
Promise. Does that play sound familiar to me at all? Is it an already established play, or is this just something made for this opening, as far as I can tell?
Roll a history check. It's gonna be
Okay,
kind of a high DC.
I figured. Where's my history? I don't think I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna use a charge on this, nonetheless, and hope for the best. If not, I can pass on this information to someone in camp who hopefully does know. Yep, 5 plus 5 is a 10, so not
No,
great.
you've never heard of that name.
Oh, I'm not cultured enough. No. What can you? I'm sorry, I've never heard of that play. What can you tell me about the play? You know, I want to know if I'm interested.
He, I think, opens his mouth to speak, but no words come out, so he stops. Opens his mouth again, nothing happens, and he stops and he goes, I'm afraid, and he looks very confused as he's talking, as he's saying this, like as if he can't, like he isn't quite in control of what he's saying. He goes, I believe that would spoil much of the fun if I told you what the play was about before. Other than it is to be a panoply of song, poem, and soliloquy.
Well, I'm not exactly asking you for the ending. Just give me the general plot. How does it start?
Well, it starts. It's about, and he seems like he can't say it.
You okay there, Nick?
Sorry, my mind. I've been in a fog. It seems for too long.
I get it. Don't overassert yourself. I guess I'll just have to go and see it myself then.
I'm sure my directors would be delighted.
And what are your directors' names again?
And he thinks, to cover my own bases, did I give you a name previously?
Forget if I asked.
I'm pretty sure I
think I
say
did.
I did. As I pull up
I can go.
my notes again, 'cause there are so many notes.
So many
Lucky.
notes.
Hi, lady. You're super. This.
Oh.
Oh, nope. Okay. I know I came up with names for these characters. I distinctly remember sitting through fucking fantasy name generator.
Fantasy name generator.
I definitely remember you giving, like, they called each other names when we scryed on them.
Yeah, I'm looking. Did I not write it down? What the fuck? That seems.
Oh
unlucky.
no!
Did I? Ooh, did I write them in the supplementals? Let's find out. I have.
Did
those
you save
written
them
out.
in fantasy name generators? You know you can save names
No,
now.
I know. Okay, here.
I did not write them down for whatever fucking reason.
I found them. I found them. We're good.
Okay.
I did write them down in my script for my supplementals. The ladies Lucille and Mabel.
Lucille and Mabel. Could that be?
The ladies, Lucille and Mabel. And read one more time. What was the name of that play again?
The Knight's Promise.
The Knight's Promise. And from his tone, was it night as in nighttime or nights as in, nights?
Night is a nighttime.
All right. The Knight's Promise. Gotcha.
All right, I got the night part right.
Nice.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the upcoming show?
Just that I would beg you, kind, us actors,
Wait, can you say that again, Red? You broke up a
He
little bit for
said,
me.
just that I would beg you to be kind to us actors.
Actors. Beg you to be kind to us actors. What do you mean by that?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Feels like a possession thing.
Yeah.
Or not to meta knowledge, but the masks from Baldur's Gate.
19
Mm.
plus 25.
25. You've seen that he sort of is in a bit of a daze as he speaks to you. In that moment, though, there was like a sort of moment of desperate clarity
Mm.
of him saying, "Be kind to us actors." Like he wanted to say more, but couldn't.
Gotcha. All right. This is him trying to clue me in on something. All right. Okay. Trying his darndest too. Well, okay, Nick. I guess I will see you on opening night then.
I look.
Wait, I wasn't exactly given an address though. How am I supposed to find the show?
Truth be told, I don't really know. I don't know how I found the glade to begin with. I suspect there will be directions when the flyers go out.
The flyers. Okay. Well, I hope to run into a flyer then.
I'm certain you will, before too long.
Ominous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have a good night, Nick. I'll be sure to send over your regards to Blossom.
Thank you. You have a good night yourself, good sir.
Give him a silent nod before I puff out of his dreams.
And you come back, and
Okay. All right, I will wait to pass along this information to everybody in the morning.
which, if there's nothing else for the night, everyone can take a long rest if they need it on their character sheets.
Thank God.
Sure thing.
And you wake up the next morning ready to go. I think this is technically your last day of travel before White Sparrow.
All right, everybody, gather around. I got some quick debriefing to get out of the way.
All right.
Last night, I visited Boy Wonder again, our very good friend Nick Bottom, to get some more information from him. He did not remember me, though, which means whatever magic is being casted on him is really frying his bits. But he was able to give me some useful information. The big opening of his play is coming up very soon. Or rather, the play of the people that he's being forced to make the play for. He told me the directors. He told me the names of the directors of this play. I think it was the ladies Lucille and Mabel. And he also told me that what the actual play was. I didn't know what the hell it was. It's called The Knight's Promise. Does anybody know what that is?
Mm.
Can I roll a history?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I also roll a history?
Yeah. Anyone who wants
Does
to
anyone want to give
can
me
roll a
help?
history.
Help? Anyone want to give me help?
I
What's
rolled
my
a
history?
17.
I rolled a natural 20
Yeah, you did.
Ooh.
for a 25.
Kate, you're muted, by the way.
Oh,
What's that?
Thank you.
I rolled a 22.
7.
What'd you get, Ike?
22.
2?
Honestly, it kind of makes sense I got a natural 20, especially if it might be a Feywild play.
It
Yeah.
is, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You and Sedge are the only ones who pull up this information. Sedge, a lot of it I think is probably because part of your research at one point delved into plays, popular plays, mostly in the prime material, and maybe it bled into a little bit of like other regions. Some of it.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
100%.
I think because one is from the prime material, one is from the Feywild, I'm gonna give you guys slightly different information, which is
Ooh.
Quick question,
Oh.
what is the play's name again?
The Knight's Promise.
Okay.
Let's see here. Who do I start with? That's the question. Who do I give information to first?
Say Sedge.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I
start
was gonna say
Do
me
lower
first
than
as the prime material, and then probably Ylif as the Feywild, because
Yeah.
I have a feeling that Ylif's information is gonna be a little bit more accurate.
Yeah,
I don't
that's what I
know.
figured.
Well, yeah, your information comes less from like reading books and more from secondhand accounts of people who appear to have seen it before. Material, but it was not spoken of in any sort of like reverent tone, any sort of like joyful tone. It was spoken of with sort of fear and confusion, because there was for
Oh?
a time, it seemed a theater troupe that would travel around. They popped up very rarely and all over the place, seemingly crossing vast distances in a pretty short amount of time. Their plays were always like fantastical with all sorts of magic, to give it all these special effects. But more often than not, people would go missing during the plays. Those who would essentially they would come through town, flyers would be distributed, people would go see the play, and then they would just disappear.
Huh.
And more often than not, the play on these bills was called The Knight's Promise. For Ylif, for the Feywild side of things, The Knight's Promise is a somewhat well-known play in the Feywild, but not for any good reason. Let's see here. It was another sort of thing where the Knight's Promise for a time would be held sort of all around. But it was known that the person who wrote the play was a hag, and so wrote into it sort of seemed to weave various spells of madness into like the songs of the play, the soliloquies. And some members of the Feywild would go to them just to like have a bit of fun with getting a bit of madness cast on them because the Fey are like that. But those who were more susceptible, those who were more mortal, like less Fey based, were warned away from it by those who were a bit smarter, because it was known to be a very dangerous play. That it would often end in either drunken brawls or bloody combat, which is not uncommon and not unusual in Feywild plays.
I look at Ylif.
To be clear, not so much in Astrazeline. A little bit more beyond on the mainland, closer to like summer spring lands.
Yeah. Chandria would not have tolerated that shit.
Oh no.
So most likely the play is being, at the very least, it was written by a hag. it may still be being directed by a hag. There's madness woven into it, like magically. So if you listen to it, you go mad. Especially if you're, not a really powerful Fae person, which some like to go for fun. But it's not a liked play.
And
I
also,
mean-
people go missing when they go to see it. I'm
mean, that
guessing
would-
Yeah,
non-Feywild people.
That would correlate with the accounts of a hag in this area. Huh. Another thing that Nick
So-
told me was that flyers are going to go out soon, so there's a good chance that the location of this place is just going to fall in our laps if we keep our eyes open. If it is what you say, Sedge, and maybe they're just running this play in order to whisk people away.
I mean, part of, at least in the Feywild, not near Astrazelia or anything, but it would end in either bloody combat, like people going mad and fighting each other, or drunken brawls, which honestly, they're the same thing.
I should say it's more closer to either drunken revelry, which tends to be way over the top in Feywild terms, or
Yeah.
bloody brawls, bloody combat.
Yeah, so it's either people beat shit or drink shit, really. So
Okay.
there's the issue of we will need something to cover our ears, because if we listen to that stuff, we will go mad, like everyone else.
Is that a charisma saving throw? Madness?
Depends on the spell.
Ooh.
Gonna be lying.
Yeah, it
be-
depends on the spell. It's
Yeah.
either wisdom or it's charisma.
Yeah.
Depends.
Wax could
Which I'm not good at
probably
either
work.
of those.
If we have some wool and then we put like a wax, we put the wool in first and then we mold the wax to our ears. That could be a good way to block it out, and then maybe something like on top too, like earmuffs or a hat.
Maybe.
Guess so, yeah. We
All
can
of
figure
those?
something out when we get to town. Could always try to make something
Yeah.
as well if I have the
And
necessary things.
we might be able to get a flyer while we're
Yeah.
in town.
Mm-hmm.
A play needs people. And
We
White
should
Sparrow's
try to
gonna
destroy
be-
as many of those flyers as we can, though, when
Yeah,
we see them.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with
The
what
play
Nick told me,
needs
they
people.
haven't gotten out yet. At least that's the impression that I got. So maybe if we're lucky.
So maybe we take shifts when we get to White Sparrow. Someone can walk around at night in case they drop the flyers at night.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that.
And that way, more or less, we'll all be more or less awake in the morning, or can whoever took the last watch can join
Mm-hmm.
or wake everyone up. I don't know.
We'll figure something out when we get to town for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, the flyers are already there. Let's get there and see how things are. Ask around if anybody's heard of a play. Also, ask around if anybody's heard of a area anywhere in the surrounding area where it's surprisingly spring. Maybe we can get a jump on all this before they even send out those flyers.
That would be good.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Another thing that Nick told me, or at least he kind of forced out, he implored me that when I arrive to treat the actors with kindness, but he did it in such a way in which he forced it out, which makes me feel that the actors might do something when we show up. Obviously, they're under the hags or these directors' control. So, who knows? They might get violent with us, and they are innocent people. So, we have to be ready for that. If we have to take them out using force.
Probably just knock them out, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying, be aware of that. It's going to be tricky, of course, because, if we are dealing with a hag, throwing a whole bunch of innocent people into the mix just complicates things, but it's definitely something that we're going to run into when we get there. We might have to fight Nick when we get there. Who knows? But yeah, that's
Fight innocent people, we might want to stock up on healing potions and like other first aid supplies,
yeah, definitely.
just in case.
I agree. And I forget, do paladins prepare spells?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I guess Marcus just gives the advice of be ready to have spells that, if you do have spells that can, take someone down without killing them outright, or
I got ice knife. They're mostly buff spells, honestly.
All right. Okay.
We have to-
paladin.
Out of character though, we have to be careful.
Mhm.
Spells will. There's no like non-lethaling a spell.
Yeah.
It is only physical attacks and like range, like with a crossbow or a dagger.
I was thinking more of if you can prepare a spell, that puts someone to sleep or hypnotizes them, that kind of thing.
Okay, I
Yeah.
want to be clear as a DM that this is not combat that's going to be happening today.
All right, yeah, no, just
Just
figure we
so
talk
you
about
guys-
it in a group. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
More so
For future
yeah.
reference,
Yes,
yeah.
Like the
yeah, as a-
preparation, don't want you to think this is happening like
No,
in
no,
an
of
hour
course.
from now.
Yeah.
Thank God.
That's a whole different beast.
I
You
do
know us. We're gonna get into some trouble in town for like the next fucking 3 sessions. Who knows?
I have to step away. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi, Miley. You're so cute.
So
Thank
that football. What?
We'll take like a quick 5-10 minute break while Moss is in the bathroom. Hi.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
my
gonna
phone
use the
charger.
time to go get some water and use the restroom.
Hydrate, don't hydrate.
God.
Oh, kitty. Sorry, cat.
All right, time to play some Helldiver.
Yes, for 10 minutes. You're gonna spend 10 minutes getting into the server.
Actually, no. They've
No, not anymore.
They've drastically improved the server capacity.
you
Oh,
get in,
wow,
you
look
get
at
in
that.
here instantly now.
Oh,
Yeah.
jab rescinded. I stand corrected.
Hi, kitty. What are you doing?
That better not be dry. I swear to God, if it's dry, it'd kill something like a bug.
Jeez, Ike.
I thought you
There
learned how
is
to
what-
fly.
I did feel guilty when I was younger about killing flies.
But now I find enjoyment in it.
Shut up.
Or I wouldn't fucking hesitate.
Justin, I wouldn't hesitate to lightly hit you with a car.
I don't think you can lightly hit me with a
What?
car. Jesus.
Yeah, you can. Some light cruising. Nothing too bad,
I don't trust you to lightly hit anybody with a car.
What is that supposed to mean? You can lightly hit somebody with a car.
I don't think you have the control to lightly hit someone with a car, Ike.
Hey, I'm very good at driving. Just to let you know.
Okay.
I drove all the way to Edison.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know if in driving school, whatever, they teach you how to lightly hit people with a car. I think they usually teach you not to hit people with a
Driving
car.
school.
Like
What
when
do
you're
you mean
learning to fucking
driving?
drive. I'm just saying, how much practice do you have in
parents taught
lightly
me.
hitting people with a car? Did your parents teach you how to lightly hit people with a car?
Maybe.
I once ran over a safety barrier with my car, or I once backed into a safety barrier with my car.
Of course you did.
I almost
Kate.
had a
That's not
fence
surprising.
with my car.
Also not
It was
surprising.
on prom night.
Yo, that's crazy.
Of course it was.
We were leaving the restaurant to go to prom, and I hit a safety barrier at a restaurant.
All right. With the recording, we're back after a brief pause.
Just you're a bit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Marcus was sharing the dream and the results of it while we're discussing actually strategies for facing Ags? Question mark.
Question mark, question mark.
Question mark.
Yeah. But I think we went through most of everything. At least Marcus has said everything that he got from the dream.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess we better start heading over to town then. I'm sure we can get some more information there.
Well, pack up for the day to continue on the last of your journey.
Last little stretch.
Last
TM,
stretch to White Sparrow. Yes.
could I please do a quick little roll for ingredients on the way over? Traveling at a slow pace.
Okay.
Alright, it's a DC 15. Let's do this.
Could I attempt to assist and give the help action?
This isn't something you use a help action for.
Yeah, it's one of those. I don't think you know enough about the sort of plants that he's looking for.
Could I help with
You can.
survival?
I'm totally fine with Blossom helping in spirit and like pulling up weeds from the ground. Be like, hey, is this useful?
So
Yeah.
he's not making a survival check. I don't think.
It's a nature. Using my
Wait, I'm
herbalism
proficient in
kit.
nature.
I also don't think
Okay.
I also don't think Helu know enough about the
Fair
plants.
enough.
Yeah, this
Hmm.
isn't just a recognizing which plants are safe to eat or not. This is recognizing specific plants and their purposes
Mhm.
in alchemy.
Another thing, you also need proficiency with a herbalism kit, which I don't think Helu has, right?
No.
No. Okay. So yeah, you need
Fun
both the
to
nature.
work towards.
Yeah.
Fun little bonding activity.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I-
totally.
I'm
if
I'm
Helu picked that up,
proficient
they
in
can get their own ingredients and give it to me. That'd be awesome.
I'm proficient in dragon chest, so I'm gonna find plants that look like dragon set pieces. Dragon chest set pieces.
Incredible.
Why not?
So I'm funny. I'm proficient in playing cards. Can I find flowers that look like playing cards?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a big old no.
Oh,
I'm gonna use a charge on this, and that's a 24 for my search around.
All right. Let's see.
All right, and what kind of biome is this?
This would be.
I think we're tundra. Is the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tundra. Okay, let me go over to the tundra. Tundra, swamp flora, forest.
Also, I'm super curious about the table you're working off of.
I can send you a link, yeah.
Yeah, it's from a third-party resource called the Alchemy Almanac.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, would you say we're on Arctic?
Yeah, you would be.
Okay. Could you roll me a quick D20, DM?
That is a 6.
A 6. Okay. Arctic Creeper. Let's go see.
Oh man.
Arctic Creeper.
Awful.
So
All
get
right.
back in the mine. Say Ray.
Every time a creeper is mentioned.
Arctic Creeper.
Creeper.
Oh, man.
A low, gray-stemmed, creeping plant that grows around rock formations in high, cold climates. The leaves can be dried and grounded and added as an ingredient to many common potions to change the damage type to cold or necrotic, huh? So yeah, climb up on a
Nice.
little,
We
climb
need
up on a
that.
little
Sedge's right
mountain
there.
hill. Climb up on a little mountain hill, and I pluck out the little Arctic Creeper, which probably looks a little bit creepy. Maybe.
Creeper.
Uh, Yeah, it blends in with the rocks, so it takes a careful alchemist eye to even that it's there.
Okay.
Uh, but
Gotcha,
yeah, you
okay.
can see that it just seems to be around like the base of this rock. And
Arctic Creeper. All right, so I collect that and also the many weeds that Blossom has collected for me.
No, I actually collected a number of mushrooms that look like pawns,
Oh, I
like
see.
pawn pieces, not knowing whether or not they're toxic or poisonous.
Yeah, I was gonna
Please-
say, man, you better hope that
Please
those
go
are.
please go and wash your hands before you get a rash, because those are very poisonous.
What do you mean they're so colorful? I thought they were just pretty.
Blossom, your hands are already red.
That's
Which
just
is-
the weather.
Just please do it.
Are you scared? And I start pushing one in his face.
Yes, I'm scared of your hands falling off.
They're not going to fall off. One of them's already cursed. It's gonna be... Nothing's worse than getting a curse.
Okay, but how?
And then as soon as you say that, your hand falls off.
Okay, but like, how fucking funny would it be if the mab hand did in fact like fall off, and her contract was just like broken from like mushroom circumstance? I know it wouldn't work that way, but on God, that would be so funny.
That would be crazy.
Red, you have the power right now.
Yeah, hey Jen, what's actually happening to my... Like, is there a burning, tingling sensation? Has it gone numb? Am I starting to break out on my hand? What's the situation?
What's the
Well,
sitch?
roll me a Constitution saving throw first of all.
Okay. Cool. Con save. Any advantage or disadvantage?
No.
Okay. 19.
You're fine. Nothing appears to be happening.
Hey, Marcus, I'm fine. I'm a
Is that
very
Electron
haughty individual.
constitution?
Well, at times it does take about 2 to 5 business days for the effects to kick in, so we'll see.
We'll see indeed.
I'm gonna fucking leave.
Uh,
I am gonna have you make a Constitution saving throw at every long rest.
Bones, I sent you that link to that if you were interested in looking at it.
I'm gonna put these in a separate pocket in my bag.
Pocket mushrooms.
Pocket mushrooms.
Pocket mushrooms.
Pocket mushrooms, poisonous?
Did you just loosely put those mushrooms in your bag?
No, I put 'em in,
container,
like-
nothing.
No, I put them in a loose in a pocket.
That's incredibly funny.
You're gonna,
It feels very Blossom.
you're gonna open your pocket and that thing is gonna be covered in spores. It's gonna be
Yeah,
white in
exactly.
there. You're gonna open
Ew.
and there's gonna be like a puff of spores in your fucking face.
Hold on to it for a couple weeks. You could use it as a weapon by swinging at someone.
Yeah, get like a small bag when we're in White Sparrow, and it's just like it does like 66 poison damage or something, and it can only be used once.
Uh-huh.
Pocket
Marcus just rubs his little brow and he says, "Well, thank you so much for your help. Let's head back to the others."
You're very welcome. I hope you can use them eventually and see how good of a gatherer I am.
Well, definitely take them out of your purse when we camp out later tonight. You know, if I'm going to use it to its fullest potential, it needs to stay in the right environment.
That makes sense, yes. All right, I'll do that.
He's gonna toss him in the bin.
No, what? All right, yeah. Head on back to the others.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah,
you
I
were-
don't know if you heard me, Bones, but I sent you over that link. Okay.
I did.
Alright, cool.
I'm excited to look over it. Just genuinely, just because I'm curious to look at it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
not-
definitely. It's cool.
But great, just things. Yeah, you did that, and you guys onward, White Sparrow. Is there anything else that is happening during the ride there? For the final leg of the journey?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Yeah, you continue
Good.
following the River Mirar west. Not west, east. And you know from the directions that you were given, which you would have been given directions by the Harpers, as well as what's on the map. To get to White Sparrow, you're going to hit a, I guess, tributary of the River Mirar, that connects, and you'll follow it north, to the village of White Sparrow, which is nestled alongside it. What's interesting to note, though, as you approach, is you can see the tributary as it connects. You do notice, those with like a pretty decent passive perception as is, that the river that connects the tributary appears to be lower than it should be. Judging by like where the plants end along the where some of the trees end along what should be the riverbank. It looks as if the river should be higher.
Hmm.
Can I go hop off my elk and check it out really quick?
Yeah.
I don't know. How much lower is it? Is it like a few inches, a foot, 5 feet? Is it frozen? What's sort of the conditions? Because I know, in winter, which we are in, water levels are generally lower, and then once spring hits, it will fill back up as the mountain runoff,
Yeah.
thaws.
It's make a survival or nature check.
Okay. I will do survival because that is higher.
You can see I'm looking at all your messages in fucking Foundry.
Fuck!
Wait, y'all can.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Corey.
18 total.
Nah.
Judging from the look of it, you can see that the river is sluggish. It's by the fact that it carries a lot of ice and slush with it. The river itself, a lot of it is mostly frozen over, but the parts that are moving are carrying with it the ice and slush. But it's lower by a few feet, which is lower than it should be for the season.
1 second. Okay, and I guess if I can discern, does the water smell foul at all? Is there any weird sort of tundra Arctic algae bloom? Is the water no longer potable?
On 18, no, it seems to be relatively fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll just heavily side eye it. But I don't know, is a river important?
Wait, what's going on with this river exactly again?
It's judging by where the plants end on what should be the riverbank. Plants are very important for keeping from a river eroding away the land. This river is a lot smaller than it should be.
Huh. Interesting. Wonder where it connects then. I wonder if I can use Commune with Nature on this.
Ooh, you might. That has a wide ass radius. That's a few hundred feet to a few miles, I think. I can't remember.
2 miles, I believe.
What the
2 miles.
fuck
3
is
miles,
is your spell coverage, my man?
Remember, I
He
got
bought
this
it.
ritual?
I
bought
know. I know. It still shocks me every time that you pull out the fucking spell for this shit.
I was worried I was not going to find a reason to use the spell because it was kind of expensive. But maybe this is our opportunity. I mean, do I see Helu side-eyeing this?
Yeah, Helu straight up hopped off her horse to go look at it.
Oh, I see. Is everything okay, Helu?
I don't know.
What's wrong?
Well, normally, when it's winter, like it is, obviously, there is less water usually in streams and rivers and whatnot, just due to the fact that shit freezes up, and most of the water has circled up and has fallen on the mountains. When spring comes, it'll thaw, and a lot of the mountain runoff will come and refill the streams. However, if you look here, and I gesture to where the bank is and where all the plants are, it seems like that this is sort of this is where the river is supposed to be, just judging by the plant
Mhm.
life. The fact that it is several feet empty over there means that either maybe something is blocking the river, or
Wow,
I-
Hello, you're really smart.
That feels so diminutive.
thanks.
No, no, Marcus didn't say that in the. Oh yeah, of course. More in the hearing Helu info dump on this because he didn't know that she knew so much about
Oh.
this specific thing. That's the tone he was going for.
Hello will probably like blush a little bit. I read a lot of books about science and water cycles, and not a lot of it stuck, but some of it did.
So you think something's blocking the river?
Potentially, honestly, it could be beavers. Beavers, block rivers. The water doesn't smell or look bad, though. It looks as potable as surface water is. Obviously boiled water, shit like that, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
if you want, I can quickly check and find out.
How?
I haven't tried this before, but I can just ask, I guess. Marcus probably like kneels for a second, and he's gonna try to cast this. It does take about 10 minutes, so he just says, everybody just give me a moment. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with this river.
Yep.
Okay. I think Hellu like crouches next to him and is like watching intently, slightly baffled about wondering what the hell Marcus is gonna pull out of his hat now.
Hey, I can talk to animals. I might be able to talk to rivers. Let's find out.
You and me both.
river
I'm like, you just keep
whisperer.
pulling shit out of your hat. I'm not mad. It just keeps startling me as you're like, oh, would you look at that? I have the perfect spell for this. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I finally get to use it. I will commune with the nature.
All right.
I love
Per the
communing with
words,
nature.
first with the spell, you gain knowledge of the land within 3 miles of you. Instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice, but any of the following subjects. So which 3? 4.
I think I kind of want to rope in Hello with this because obviously Hello's a lot more knowledgeable about this than I am, so they would know what to ask or what I should be zeroing in on. So I just say, I can find out 3 things. What do you think?
Hold on, let me.
Your options are terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or powerful celestials, fae, fiend, elementals, or undead, influence from other planes, and buildings.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's just
3
for
miles.
clarification, I could ask about plants or minerals or animals in this example.
No, actually, so like if I were to put brackets around it, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples are all within a bracket.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll actually take a quick snip of the list.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I was under the impression it's like you could ask about animals, just animals, and then just fae, and then just like influences from other planes of existence, like those 3 specific things.
It's one of those like it feels a touch unclear, but the fact that it's broken up by like dots, by bullet points, I'm going by the bullet points, not by the commas.
Oh, I see. Oh, on the spell. Interesting. Okay. I would say.
What I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm looking. Yeah, I was looking at the readout above on like Roll20. But like on this thing itself. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. I would tell Marcus to ask about the prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people. Just because we know we're near a town and it could genuinely just be beavers. Since we are potentially dealing with hags, asking about the powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals are dead, because we don't know if anything else on that part could also be affecting this river. And then
I guess just the bodies of water.
yeah, because then we could potentially get information on if there are dead things, or like
Okay, if you ask about bodies
don't
of
know.
water, I won't tell you what's in them, just that they exist.
Okay, maybe not that one. Then maybe buildings. Because if we ask about the powerful celestials, etc., there's a good chance that the area could be influenced from other planes of existence. I think that is a logical leap to come to.
Mm-hmm.
If we get the answer. So I think prevalent plants, etc., powerful celestials, etc., and buildings. Because there could also be like a dam up the road that we just don't know about.
Okay, all right. I'll ask
Could
that.
also be the hag.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where,
that's under powerful celestials, fae, fiends.
Right.
Okay. And just to make sure here, Red, when I can find out a fact, I can't be like, was there a river here, or where is this river? Like, no, right?
If you, the whole like terrains and body of water, that would be like, oh hey, what rivers, lakes, etc. are around here. That would be what that answers.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Should I ask that one then? You think, Hello?
Yeah, what Moss was saying was, what if we ask about that, then maybe we can learn if there's dead things. And my response is, if you ask that, I will tell you what there is, not as what is in them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, which one would Hello like to know first?
I think start with the normal prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people.
All right, I will start with that. I will ask nature.
Okay. In terms of prevalent plants, minerals, peoples, you get back like two major things in regards to peoples. Plants, minerals, and animals don't really matter in this instance. It's peoples. The first is that about a mile up the river, is a village, which you figure is White Sparrow. There is a small collection of villagers there, living on the banks of the river. Farther up the river, about another mile or so, mile and a half, is a larger gathering of goblins.
We found the fucking
Ooh,
fortress.
Goblins, bro. Ooh, I think Marcus perks up a little bit. He says, "I'm getting two gatherings of people. Obviously, this town, but if I'm not mistaken, I think the goblins are." Marcus does that thing where he does his pointy finger and he's like flinging it around everywhere, like that way.
Oh God.
It's like fucking like antenna.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep.
Up the river, maybe there. What's blocking everything? You said they were a mile away.
Past the village, the village is about a mile up the river. About a mile and a half past the village, so about 2.5, sort of right on the edge of the spell, does appear to be these goblins.
Ah, okay. Yeah, this was one of the things I wanted to use the nature thing for, was to find these goblins. All right, that's good. So yeah, I tell Hello that.
All right. So all right, and then I guess buildings. Is there like a dam on the river, either made by the town or further up, potentially made by the goblins? So buildings.
Oh yeah, I'll do buildings. Any type of buildings blocking this river, maybe.
Yeah, you asked about building. There is, obviously here's where things get a little bit interesting. Which is that there is a village. Yes, there is something in the village that is a little hard to describe via the spell. Some strange structure there. But further up, again, that like 2.5, almost at the edge of the spell, yeah, does appear to be a dam.
Hmm.
Ah, so over in the direction of the goblins is what I'm getting, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, there is a dam, not by beavers though. It's around the same area as these goblins, so I think it might be the goblins blocking this.
Yeah, you get the sense that it is like a big building. It is a intricate dam. This isn't something that some villagers built up. This is
Yeah.
constructed.
Nice. Okay, good to know.
Interesting.
Definitely something we have to tell the townspeople about.
Could the goblins trying to be more or less starving the villagers out of the area?
I'm not sure.
And then
We'll have to see how affected the village is with the water situation.
Yeah. And then the powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead. And I do believe it is a like radius, so 3 miles away,
Mhm.
all
Oh
around
yeah, I know.
us.
Don't worry, I'm keeping that in mind.
Okay.
I will ask that.
Yeah, and I was in fact keeping that in mind because you get things.
Ooh.
Ooh!
2 of them are to the south, about 3 miles south. Decently powerful fae. And there
Hey.
is 1 to the north, about 2.5-ish miles up. Another fae.
Oh, by the goblin camp?
Seemingly, yeah.
Oh my god, they're working together possibly.
It's like a triangle.
Oh.
Could you mark roughly on the map where?
Yeah. I'll do my best.
Interesting.
That's not good.
I wonder if it has something to do with whatever item the spell could not describe in the village. Because if they're triangulating, it could be surrounding White Sparrow.
I mean, the thing is, I think the 2 that are in the south are together
Yeah, there's
Are they
like
because of
together?
there's
the-
like something south here for the fae, and then there is I think something here.
Okay.
The 2 in the south could be the directors, and then this third one could be someone they're
okay.
connected with.
Interesting.
Huh.
Didn't Nick say that there were 3 directors at one point?
Did he?
fucking remember.
I could have
month.
sworn that there was mention that there used to
Hmm.
be 3 directors, but now there's only 2.
That might be in the supplemental.
That might be in
Which
the
tech-
supplemental,
Might be.
which
Okay.
technically we wouldn't know about. But
Well, I'm sure their crew has more fae involved than just the directors, underlings or other closely related people. But yeah, if that's the case, then that would explain things. But I mean, that is a great start. We have a more or less an area we can go to if you want to head straight to where this play is going to be, and or go to the goblin camp. Who knows?
yeah, we don't even entirely need the poster. I mean, we
Wait a
might need the
minute.
poster
This
to like
other
magically get
this
there.
other fae could be their leader. I forget the name. The person they were talking about. When I did the
Oh.
scry, they said she was going to be pissed. I forget it.
Mm.
Her name eludes me now, though. Did I write it anywhere?
Watch it just be Blossom.
Yeah.
Wait, does
Yeah,
Blossom Ping?
that's what I was gonna ask that too. There's Blossom Ping right next to me.
I don't think she does. I think
Huh.
Oh,
because you're an
Oh.
lad. You're because in this form
that's
you're an
true. I am a
Eladrin.
regular person. I'm a
Yeah.
regular person.
I wonder if I can find the she.
Yeah. Something. So yeah, Marcus takes a moment to take in this information. His eyes are darting back and forth with his eyelids closed. Being like, oh, 2 over there, 1 over there. This boss person. Da 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 da. These are 2 are possibly the directors. Da 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 da. Before he opens his mouth and says, "Okay, I did get something back. There's actually 3 powerful fae nearby."
Jen, what did you fucking type?
I can see it.
What? I can see it.
Look in Foundry.
Yeah,
Was
I
say
can't. I don't even know how to do it.
At the bottom, where you type in your thing, there should be like a little drop down. It should currently say common.
It says Corey.
Oh,
Ike, is
You
this
might
the shit
have
you
to-
just be writing down normally?
Oh,
Gay,
you might
gay,
have to-
homosexual, gay?
you might have to like select Sedge's token.
Aw.
But that's for a little later. Sorry, what were you saying?
Don't worry about what I type, Justin. It's none of your damn business.
But yeah, I tell Hello that I've actually pinged 3 powerful Fae nearby. 2 of them are together, which I'm guessing might be these directors that Nick was referring to, and the third one I believe is with the goblins. And I mean, and then Marcus says I wouldn't find it too far fetched to believe that maybe it's their leader, the woman I referred to before when I was spying on the goblins.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why does everything have to be so complicated?
Good job, though, Hello.
Thanks. Probably just like pink, like not used to.
We would not have been able to find this out if you did not notice this river drying up.
I'll admit that this is the other reason I was like, what the fuck? Because if you had chosen the right questions, which you did, I'd be like, well, shit.
Unfortunately, I have an advantage with the spell because I used it with a druid.
This isn't like, oh, I'm showing my hand. It's I gotta drop some more hints about what I've been cooking.
No, definitely, yeah.
So,
It shows how useful the spell can be when it actually pops up. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah. Marcus tells this to Hello before he stands up and turns to the others, and it's like, hey guys, I've figured out some more stuff. I believe I was talking to the grass, and it told me some interesting things.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, you were talking to who?
The grass. Didn't hear me.
Has a life, has a spirit, has a name.
Something is blocking this river. Well, Hello noticed, there was something going on with this river. Something's obviously blocking it. I casted something. There is a dam about 2 to 3 miles that way, and there's also a gathering of goblins that way. So it's that one group. I think they're blocking up this river. I then try to figure out if there were any powerful bays nearby, and I actually got 3 pings. 2 of them are a little over 2 miles that way. It might be the directors. But then the third one is with the goblins. Maybe it's their leader, the woman they were talking about.
What I want to know is why post up outside of because it's. And I look, it says, have you been to White Sparrow before, Sedge? You said you came up this way. Right?
You probably haven't. It is a small village. You probably haven't.
No, I'm not familiar with. I'm a little bit familiar with the geography, but I'm more familiar with, the south of the Sword Coast, Candlekeep, Waterdeep,
So-
Baldur's Gate, etc.
Until proven otherwise, I'm gonna assume White Sparrow's kind of like Phandalin, so, middle of nowhere, bitty village town. Why would a powerful Fae creature hang out with a bunch of goblins outside a tiny Phandalin-like town?
They're easy to manipulate, I guess, for a Fae. If they play their cards right. Maybe they have something for them to do.
Also,
Sure.
being so far away from large civilizations, it could help them remain inconspicuous for a longer period. Go without discovery.
So
That's
just
also
go
true.
with regular highway robbery? To what end, though? For funsies? Like...
Depending on their cult, it could just be for funsies. Often, Fae of the rank of hags will just terrorize mortals for shits and giggles because they enjoy it.
No greater motivator than funsies, I always say.
It sounds like they need to get a hobby.
This is their hobby.
They need to
Mhm.
get a different hobby.
Well, what's
Knitting.
important is, I think Marcus probably takes out like a little joint map that everybody kind of uses, and he kind of marks both the locations. I think we more or less have the location of where Nick Bottom and his troop is, if he is with these two powerful Fae, and we also have the location of the Goblin Camp. And now we have the strong suspicions that they might be connected in some way.
Huh. Making things never just be easy.
I mean, this makes things a lot easier. We don't gotta wait for a fly or anything.
I don't know. I feel like we almost do just to like get in. I feel like it would act as an invitation.
Did we ever plan to go in calmly?
I
It
don't
might
know.
be easier to get to Nick if we did.
Instead of bumbling around in the woods.
That might be exactly how they want us to come in.
I think there's Blossom and Ylith. Please roll a history check.
Mm.
Fuck.
Okay.
Can I,
Hey,
at
Feywild
some
people.
point, please? I really want to just practice my history, just so I can get proficiency. 16?
I'll help you practice your history. I say as someone. Oh yeah, I live is proficient in history. I'll
I'm
grab
also
my dice.
proficient in history. Yay!
I think it's a
Hey.
Feywild thing.
I know.
Yeah, hey, Isla, can you
Sorry, I
teach
just
me
dropped-
some
I
Fae
just dropped
history?
dice.
Queen teach Queen
16.
Titania.
Yeah. Can you teach Can you tutor Queen Titania on her own history, Isla? Thanks.
16.
16?
I mean, if you want to get better at history, I can.
We both got a 16, I think.
Cool. Yeah, on a 16 from both of you, you know, if you're dealing with hags, and Nick has described it several times a sort of summer glade, which is very incongruent with the normal season. What you both would know about, you know, Fae in general and also hags is that if they don't want to be found, good fucking luck.
Knew it.
Okay.
Like, you could, in theory, attempt to brute force your way in, but good luck.
And then they could just close the door on us.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this is me, the DM, saying that if you want to try and brute force you, I will not, like, roadblock you. But it will be hard.
Makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
And we could always brute force it later.
Hmm.
We come in with some cookies. We say hello, knock knock. We'd like to see your play. Oh, here we brought a box of cookies, and they open the box, and I just punch them in the face. And then we go and
Damn.
brute force it.
Trojan cookies.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a city across the sea.
Oh my god.
But I think our best course of action right now would be to go to White Sparrow, see what the situation is there, see if they're affected by the whole river thing, and
Yeah.
if they don't know about the Goblin Camp, inform the proper people. If
Yeah.
anything, maybe we can head towards this Goblin Camp and see what's going on with this singular Fae who's not with the other two. If they are hostile, maybe taking them out will make the whole opening night a lot easier. Better 2 than 3 Fae.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I got. I might drop in our little goblin buddy later on as well. See if I can't learn anything else.
I mean, anything we can learn is more or less one more card
Yeah,
in our
definitely.
favor.
Yep. Hey, at the very least, we got some little locations, a radius. Better than better than an hour ago. So
Yeah. I'm glad I was able to help.
no, yeah. Thank you so much for that. Sometimes it's just one little thing that needs to be off to put everything together. No, that's the kind of eye you need with these kinds of things. All right, but I guess we better keep going to White Sparrow, huh, guys?
Yes, please.
To civilization.
Upwards. But you all hop back on your horses and continue north. And yeah, it's about another hour before begin to see, or not an hour, it's another mile before you see White Sparrow on the Sorry, don't mind
boy.
me. Go. Aha! Go. Oh, I just made it really faint. Got it, so I could see through it. Actually, let me pull up the description of this place. Okay, here we go. Down. As you follow this tributary north, settled between mountains to the north, the river and more forest to the south, there's a village of White Sparrow that serves as respite for those who travel along here. It's not too far off the main road, and it is quite a distance to Miramar. But there is a village of about 500 people. Let's see here with banners depicting the settlement's namesake bird fluttering from its square turrets. There's a old crumbling keep that overlooks the village some ways away.
Winter home, guys.
When you want to go skiing. Oh, that's the structure. Look at that thing.
There you go.
That
Oh, she's a
hand?
giant. Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. That's the weird building I was pinging.
Yep. That is, in
Oh.
fact, the weird building you were pinging. The village is, of course, bigger than this. This is just, the little snapshot that you can see of it.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is there a giant hand?
Yeah. Why? What?
I guess
After
we'll
the
find
keep, a
out.
great hand carved of black stone is White Sparrow's second most visible landmark, rising up towards the center of the village with its thumb and 5 fingers splayed out. So it's a 6-fingered hand. Ignore the fact that that hand has only 4 fingers. I made do with the assets I could find online. Visual 6-fingered hand splaying out. The area around the hand you can see is a great dig, where it looks like they've attempted to excavate. Again, hard to depict on a map when I only have so much to work with. This was made in Canvas of Kings. There is an open-air stone temple, though there appears to have been like a tarp or a tent sort of pitched over the top to keep the snow out. There is a 2-story inn built atop steaming hot springs, and an outfitter's stand among 2 other dozen buildings that make up the heart of the village. And there are farmhouses that dot the neighboring hillsides, surrounded by broad fields of crops. Guys, right into White Sparrow.
We must look like quite the crew.
We always look like quite the crew wherever we are, even in the fucking Feywild sometimes.
This is truly like a hell of an eclectic bunch.
Yep.
An Eladrin, a half-orc, half-elf, a tiefling,
Fucking purple one at that.
a purple tiefling, a half-drow, and a Kalishtar walk into a bar.
And a fairy dragon.
And a fairy dragon.
Ironically, Blossom looks
In their
the most
mouths.
quote-unquote normal.
Yeah!
Don't forget the dead horse and the fucking elks or whatever.
And the
Yeah.
elks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the shining golden celestial horse.
3 elks, a skeleton horse, and a celestial horse. Yeah.
truly
Truly the
does
weirdest
sound-
group to walk into a village.
We're very clearly adventurers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes I just want someone to start problems with us because it would give me the same vibes as like those thieves in Skyrim who come up to you when you have full Daedric armor or something.
Yeah, right?
No, that's what the random table rolls for just bandits in the night.
We can take them, guys. Are you sure about that?
Are you?
Are you in the right headspace to receive news
Sir,
that might
that
be
horse
upsetting?
just killed 3 people while we were talking. Are we sure about this? Oh,
I
man.
Porsche wouldn't hurt or fly, but Porsche would bash in a bandit's skull.
Mhm.
The duality. I think Halu would like seeing the hand squint, rub her eyes, look again, and look at everyone else being like, you guys see the hand coming out of the earth, right?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting it. I got a ping of a weird building, but I wasn't prepared for that.
What hand?
That one. That right. I'll put my hand on top of like Blossom's head and just like gently turn her head to look in the same direction. That one right there.
Excuse her if her vision's a little blurry. She was touching some weird mushrooms earlier.
I've seen Vega.
Again. Blossom!
What?
I bonk her gently.
Again. Definitely something to ask about. Maybe it's one of those, town attractions
Oh.
or something.
Oh yeah, DM, how's my hands looking? It's only been a couple, like maybe 30 minutes, but still.
So far, you're fine.
Okay. By the way, my hands are fine.
Okay, we will see.
Shake my head.
Blossom,
Uh.
if I have to use another antidote on your hands because you keep picking up poisonous things, I'm just gonna stop and your hands are just gonna fall off.
It's not poisonous, it's venomous. There's a difference.
Kind of has you there, Sedge.
What if you bite each other and neither? I'm not gonna.
That's
No,
kinky.
no
It would
one
actually-
is.
it would
No
be-
one
It
answer
would
that.
be poisonous because venomous if it bites.
I was gonna
You-
do the. What if you bite each other and neither of you die?
That's kinky.
Then that's kinky.
That's kinky, but I don't want.
If you
I
bite,
don't want the 16-year-old to finish that sentence and get that response.
yeah, that's fair. If you bite it and you die, it's poisonous. If it bites you and you die, it's venomous.
If it
Whoa.
bites you and it dies, you're poisonous.
Well, I do see a tavern nearby. I'm sure we can find someone inside who could tell us about it.
Yeah, Why do I feel like that's just a giant dead thing under this freaking town?
That would be cool.
I'm gonna go touch it.
No,
I'll go with you, Ilif.
No.
How about we go to the tavern first? Maybe there's some kind of legend about touching it and then dying in 3 days. Let's figure that out
No
first.
touching.
No,
the
or I can
guys.
just go up to it and I can identify it.
That's Mark.
I don't
Maybe
even know
we
if I-
actually shouldn't go
I
mess
don't
around
have that
with
spell.
presumably
Yeah,
a
I
artifact
do, but,
of this town.
but before I do that, maybe we should ask about it.
Yeah, we're gonna go talk to the freaking innkeeper.
Yeah, let's also make sure we're not rudely
Yeah.
fucking up a important
Yeah,
thing
like
of
a
culture.
religious site or something.
There's
Uh,
also-
hey,
Also, our track
Yeah.
record of touching shit is not great.
I tend not to trust villages so far either. We'll end up touching it and walking around and be like, oh yeah, that hand, whoever touches it is the next sacrifice, some shit like that. So
did the frost giant or the undead frost giant that we fought a few days ago, almost a week ago, was it missing a hand?
No. No, it was
That would
be
cool.
I feel like that hand is like way bigger than that frost giant we fought.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
Yeah.
30 feet tall. Judging by the fact that
How
it
did
could
Blossom
pick
miss
up,
that?
considering the fact that it
Hey,
could
that
looks like
was-
it could pick up
That was
this house
Kate asking, not
comfortably.
that was Blossom missing it was me being stupid and trying to be silly. That was Kate trying to do a bit, and no one got it.
It's actually 40 feet high.
whoa,
Wow.
Well, I was right.
wowie maui. Alrighty, let's. Oh, what's the name of this tavern, by the way, as we were
It's
approaching?
called the Ever Shady Tavern.
Ever Shady Tavern.
Is it sunny out right now?
It's
Man.
Marcus kind of place.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was just thinking that. Oh, my kind of place. Let's go inside.
It's daytime, so it is a little bit sunny, but keep in mind that you are like right up against the spine of the world.
Mm.
The ever shady shadow of the mountain. Yeah.
But yeah, you can approach the tavern, which it is. The doors are obviously open. You can see warm light spilling in. You hear some noise from within. There are some outdoor tables, but obviously like chairs have been put up and they've sort of been tucked as far under the they can go. Because
I want a table outside.
oh my god.
Absolutely not. Then you can
No,
sit your ass
we're
down
not
here and
having
be
a table. I am
cold.
done with the cold. I'm going inside.
Let's go inside.
Despite my outfit, it is freezing out here.
You say that. I imagine Blossom not having enough layers on.
It's the sorcerer, like cunty look. Like she's gotta
Yeah,
Yeah,
serve
definitely.
constantly.
The other person that wear like that leather jacket that's more for fashion
Yeah.
than for warmth.
Oh,
Awful.
100%. I mean, I've constantly been using prestidigitation to keep myself warm.
Oh my god.
All right, let's go
That is a
inside.
terrible
avoid
way
the
to do it.
Which is why my checks have been so god awful. I'm also constantly casting a cantrip.
But you
I feel like
enter-
Mark
Oh, that
is good at it.
concentration. Let's go inside.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
let's go
enter
outside.
within. This is a very nice building. Here.
I'm also keeping an eye out for flyers just in case in the first few
Mhm.
hours since we've been walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see any flyers. But you step inside and immediately sort of the cold of the outside fades away as you step into a nice 2-story tavern. With like it serves you can see a variety of travelers and various workers. See here.
Hello, patrons. We're just a couple of normal people coming in for a drink.
I think several people look up as you say that and like give you all like a like an up and down look, and they go,
Yeah, just getting out of the way.
Just I like face palm.
I lightly smack Marcus in the back of his head.
Blossom's posing like a mean girl in the back.
Oh yeah.
Like hand on the hip,
No.
leaning.
God.
Oh yeah.
Hello suffers.
We were gonna get looks anyways. Might as well come in with an entrance. Walk on over to the front of the bar.
yeah, you walk over and there is a like middle-aged woman with like long braided gray hair, with graying hair. And she looks up and she smiles seeing you all, and she goes, "Well, new visitors to White Sparrow. I haven't seen your faces around here."
Surely our faces you wouldn't forget. Would you mind giving us something to warm us up? We're not quite used to this weather.
Certainly. I'm sure you're here for the famous spiced lamb stew.
Of course. That sounds terrific, actually.
She she turns and she barks through a door. "Kinslow, we need," looks back at you, "bowls for each of you."
2 bowls for the big one.
6.
Point to Helu.
She looks at Helu, doesn't even question it. 6 bowls of spiced lamb stew. And you hear a voice bark back, "On it." And she goes, "Just be a moment." It is a bit of a family recipe.
Oh, well,
Nice.
we can't wait to try it. Before anything else, I do have to ask about that massive hand outside.
Yes, of course. If this is your first time here, of course you'd ask about it. I'd be surprised if you didn't. Second?
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Give me a second, just changing the music.
Oh no.
Every everyone
Roll
talks until the
initiative.
music gets changed.
No, it's just tavern music. I just need something a bit more fun for this.
You've asked, so now I must kill you.
What would you like?
Everyone
Bees?
asks
Bees?
until
They've
the
ordered the
music gets
bees!
changed.
There's
Hey, Gold Death.
unfortunately, there are no concrete answers I have for you about the hand. It's been here, long before we were.
Really?
Have-
So you guys just kind of built your town around it?
I imagine so. I suspect that someone, either someone saw a business opportunity and, well, figured it'd be a great attraction to the village.
Hmm.
Kind of morbid.
There are,
Eh,
tons of rumors that fly around every year.
Are there no mages who have left records of their findings?
Many have tried. You've got to understand. We've had explorers, miners, mages of all sorts trying to dig out the whole structure, trying to dig into it, anything. But stone appears to be impervious to any damage, and no one can even identify the kind of rock it is.
Hmm. Interesting. We definitely have to take a closer look at it, guys. Is it okay if we? Is it frowned upon if visitors touch it and
Oh,
whatnot? Or
No. So of course not.
sure.
So the Shamigol came here in the winter. Usually in the warmer months, I have like a whole additional bar out that way that one of my sons run, for those who want to eat at the hand, as it were.
On our way over here, by the way, we noticed that the river nearby is dried up. Do you know anything about that?
At that, she immediately scowls and she goes, "Oh, we know plenty."
Really? You mind telling me what you do know? I feel like me and my friends figured out some things about it, so I would love to talk to someone. I guess whoever's in charge of your town.
That
about
would
the
be
situation.
that would be the mayor. He's currently up at his keep right now. But what we do know is that some good-for-nothing goblins have shacked up at the old dwarven dam up there and have been depriving us of the water. We've been in a drought for several months now.
I see. And could I do a quick insight check when they said mayor?
Yeah.
Just want to get a vibe of how well regarded this mayor is. 19.
Yeah. Back. Notes about the mayor. Jumping around. It's fucking. Okay. Go. She seems. Let's see. She doesn't seem like she dislikes him. More just the like, oh, if you want to talk to the person in charge, that's over there, sort of a thing.
Making sure we weren't
Yeah.
faced with another town master situation here.
Yeah.
All right, good to know. And he's at the keep, which I'm guessing the keep she's referring to is the one that's slightly beaten down, not too far away, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This building here?
No, that's technically the temple. It's a little bit past.
Oh.
It's past the map.
Ah, okay. Past the map.
Yeah, I might make a new map for White Sparrow. We'll see.
And how long has have these pair of goblins, this group of goblins, been depriving your town of the river?
Since mid-spring, I believe. Yeah.
Oof. That certainly explains why the river is so low.
Yeah, they want us. They come down here and demand a hefty tax every month. And we can barely afford it, and it's either that or thankfully we've had enough stores. We have enough stores to last us through the winter that we can get by, but when spring comes again, we're going to be in real trouble.
They simply won't get enough melt from the thaw to get enough water here.
Yeah. No, they keep paying the taxes, I guess, which is what the goblins are hoping for.
But they're asking
Yeah.
for 1,000 gold a month. You think we can afford
What?
that?
That's ridiculous. No, that's they seem intent on driving you all out by the sounds of it. Asking for that much.
Certainly
they-
seems like it.
Given
Well,
any
definitely,
other reason or any other demands?
No, just that there's some. They demand that we pay fealty to the new Queen of Redwater, whoever that is.
Yeah.
Queen of Redwater sounds like a fair.
Going back to the meeting we had with Angelica in Neverwinter, did she mention these goblins as any part of Nick's troops' investigations up here?
Or like the whole water situation.
Yeah.
I think actually, she might have. He was coming up here to investigate like some stuff, and so he might have been up here to investigate stories of drought and what was happening, and seeing if the harbor was green in any way.
It's all coming together now.
Really quick, the new queen of Red what?
Redwater.
Redwater.
Redwater. Yeah.
Red water.
Try saying that 3 times fast.
Red water, red water, red water.
And I'm guessing your mayor's stance on this whole ordeal was to keep paying the taxes so far?
No, so, okay, in reality, there's sort of two people who help run the town. There's there's Sheriff Ruth, and then there's Lord Marlin. Lord Marlin's technically the mayor, quote unquote. But we're all of the opinion that we need to try and find some way to deal with them. No one
Mhm.
wants to pay the.
No, of course.
Well.
Well, who out of the two is the person to talk to get things done around here?
Let's see here. Well, Sheriff Ruth is going to be to access and Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Sheriff is seen often around these towns. She should be coming in actually for food here. Closer to the end of the day, Lord Marlin, while we do respect him, the daily drudgery of village life tends to frustrate him.
I see. Just your common noble, I guess. We'll have to have a talk with the sheriff of yours, then. When they do pass by.
I should warn you. He has a dislike for adventurers.
Oh, does she really? What's her take on adventurers, if you don't mind me asking?
It's like, what was it? Something about you all being a bit of a disruptive influence on the normal daily life.
That's crazy. We're the most
I think
responsible lot
Hello-
around.
she-
Hello
she
makes
said
like
that-
a face.
She says that with a very knowing grin.
We are the
and
most
as she says
responsible
that,
lot around.
and she says that, like a, like late teens, early 20s, guy comes out, like with bowls, hands them to the innkeeper, who turns and then passes them, and then turns and collects more bowls from him until you all have this, like, it is a heavenly smell, spice lamp stew.
Ooh,
It is mouth-watering.
nice.
I think Halu just starts eating her, like sets one down on the counter and just like dead ass starts eating
Oh,
it
there she
right
goes.
there.
I can see why it's
Whoa.
famous.
Look, I'm hungry and this smells freaking good. Oh my god, guys, it's so delicious.
What would you recommend to wash this down with?
Oh, well, always a good ale, some mead, some wine. If you're in the mood for a drunken night, but I do there are some teas that I could probably whip up.
Ah,
I get all sorts of travelers through here, so I cater to as many people as I can.
speaking of drunken nights, we are going to need a room or a couple of rooms if you have any available.
Ah, oh, good for you. Not only do I run the Ever Shady, hold on, again, sorry. Not only do I run the Ever Shady, but I also run the Summer Spring Inn.
Ooh, wait, where is that on the map? Is it?
So it's like
Yeah, just 2 room.
again,
it's the
I
second
sort of
floor? Okay.
I actually well no it's like another building built in. I actually am going to remake this map, because the more I'm looking at my notes, the more I realize it did not accurately represent. Yeah, there's sort of like 2. Hold on. Yeah, there is another like 2-story building, like just down the road. Essentially, she can point at through a window, and she goes, "That is the Summer Spring. My 3rd son is running that at the moment for me while I am here.
All right. I guess we have to talk to him about the rooms then.
You can pay for it here, and
All right.
I'll give you what you need. It does come with some underground hot springs, so."
What? Wow. Very nice. I can
Man,
see
we
where that
didn't
travel
even
is
have to
happening.
have a. We didn't even have to have a trauma dump in Neverwinter. We could have done it here, boys.
Yeah. Now we're getting that like real experience. You know what I mean? Like before that was that like, ooh, I have an itch. I'm a tourist experience. This is like going out on an excavation to go to a fucking hot spring. That's cool. Oh yeah, but
Violate.
Oh,
We
okay.
could warm up Byleth.
Hold on.
Just toss them in.
I'm actually going to retcon something. It's not in the care of one of her sons, but it is in care of someone named. Oh. I'm looking at this name and I'm immediately not going to enjoy saying it.
Oh no! What
you
did
know I'm
you
gonna have him say it as many times as possible. Hey, what's your name again?
She says, the manager is a longtime employee of mine, Phil Cock.
I'm sorry. What?
So for reference, I have a like book of short adventures that are all set around White Sparrow, and I've sort of like twisted and shaped White Sparrow to my needs, but I'm keeping a lot of the NPCs. And yeah, in the book it's Philcock Deadcleft.
Philcock.
I'm gonna need you to put that name down in voice chat.
Yeah, me writing it down is not gonna be any better.
I just want to come to Jen's defense here.
Wait,
Can I just say
we're gonna have cock and ball torture.
Oh man, I was hoping Cock was his last name. I was about to walk in like, oh hey, Mr. Cock, how are you doing today?
Can I just say in the traditional Scotch Gaelic, COCK is pronounced co, where the C and the K are silent.
Cool,
So it could be Philco.
We'll do Philco Deadclift.
But everybody in the town calls him Phil Cock, but it's supposed to be Philco.
Hi, kitty.
No. That's everyone that reads it without knowing how it's pronounced calls it.
It's on his name tag. Oh, hello, how you doing, Mr. Phil Cock? Okay.
It's pronounced Philco.
Well,
Okay,
now
Philco.
we know, so we will not mispronounce.
Marcus will. Marcus will.
Oh no, we're gonna get overcharged so much.
But yes, if we could have
Snakes
3
in our-
rooms, please.
We're gonna.
Certainly. That will be. Let's see. Rooms. How long do you plan on staying?
Let's put down for 2 nights.
Right?
For now.
Chai, lady.
You mentioned travelers often come through here. Have you seen any agents of the Harpers recently? Or within the last few weeks? Possibly a couple months?
Looking at the Harpers. I think we're supposed to be kind of undercover.
I don't think Harpers tend to be like, hey, I'm a Harper too when they roll up.
Yeah.
I mean, they got their pins.
I think they normally hide their shit.
Like Harpers aren't like aren't a
Oh,
secret-
are they
they're-
mostly underground?
They're not a secret society. No, the Harpers are a known like organization, but it is in their best interest because they tend to work against sort of like corruption and shit, to sort of like keep their identities hidden. So people know of them, but it's hard to identify a member.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then let me rephrase. It's like, was there a group of travelers that came through asking about the drow a couple weeks ago?
I'm going to be honest, it's not super specific. A lot of people
Ah.
notice the river and ask about it.
Oh, I have an idea. Could I minor illusion in my hand a little version of Nick Bottom?
Yeah.
Say I do that. More specifically, this gentleman right here. Did he pass by?
She looks.
He's a friend of ours, and he hasn't, written to us in a while, so we got worried.
You know, with all this goblin business, who knows what happened to him? So we're a little worried.
You know, I actually think I did. He came through with a performing troupe. Asked some questions about it. Left.
Huh.
Seen him since.
Huh.
Speaking of a performing troupe, have you heard anything about a play taking place around these parts? Or coming up, or?
No, who would be performing a play in the dead of winter?
I was just as surprised as you were when someone told me about that in the last town over. I guess they were just pulling my leg. My apologies.
That's all right.
Good
But
to know.
I couldn't
He
tell
was
you where
here.
he's gone. Other than
Could
I
you at
know
least tell us how long he was here for?
Oh, not long. A week at most, and then he headed south.
And how long ago was this again?
Would have been months.
Quite a time then.
Near the middle of summer?
Yes, actually.
Does that align with my arrival in the material plane?
No, that was longer. That would be about a year ago now, I believe, in game.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. It is my almost plane birthday.
She like,
Happy
would've-
1
would've
year in the
effectively-
prime material.
Would have given you a more
Exactly.
concrete timeline, and it would have been like just a little bit after your arrival in the prime material.
Okay.
So wait, he's been missing for about a little under a year?
No,
Nick
I think
has.
you mean 6. I think
we-
a little bit before I met the party,
Yeah.
or after the party is I think
Yeah,
is what you
because
mean.
we've.
Like,
I think for
got my own mental timeline.
Hello, Sedge, and Marcus, we collectively have been traveling together for, I want to say, about 8 to 10 months, with Blossom close to that amount, and then Ilif being the newest member of the party.
Yeah.
But like I believe we are coming up on a year of
the
traveling
point-
together.
He has been missing a while. I believe the Harpers even said as much, as that they had sent him up some time ago, and it's long past when he should have checked in, but they just never had the resources to spare to go look for him.
Okay. All right. Well, we got a timeline.
And now we have the
and all that. Yeah.
resources.
All right. Good to know. Is this soup good, by the way?
It's
know you said it looked
so
good, it's not.
good.
All right, making sure.
Like,
I was worried it was one of the situations where you go to like you pass by a restaurant, best burgers in the city, and it's just a fucking normal burger or
no,
something.
it's one of those things where like when you walked in and she like mentioned the soup, you could like see a good solid like half of the people have bowls of the soup. This tastes like truly one of those perfected over generations family recipe styles of spice lamb stew. It is heavenly. Warms you down to your bones.
Nice. All right, great.
Nice. The rooms will be for 3 rooms for 2 nights, so it'll be about 3 gold total.
Okay.
And it comes with access to the hot springs, of course.
Quite a deal then. I pay the lady the 3 gold.
She takes it, and then digs behind the counter before she pulls out these like carved stone, looks like tablets, very small, like they can fit in your hand, kind of a thing. She goes, "Show these to Philco. He'll know what they are, and he'll give."
Pro. I think Hellu's like midway through her second bowl.
I feel like these came with slices. I feel like these came with slices of like thick slices of
Oh yeah.
fresh sourdough.
Oh.
And Hello's
my
just
God.
spooning some of this stew onto the piece of sourdough and just shoving it in her mouth.
Which
We're all
she
just standing
looks
here
over and she gives you like
gremlining.
this like proud grin. She goes, "I like your style. I can appreciate someone who enjoy my stew in such a way."
I like the idea that like Marcus has been talking stew in hand. The rest of us have just like been standing
Yeah.
around talking to this really nice barkeep, just like shoveling this food into our mouths and like nodding along or talking with our mouths full.
She's looking at you all and she goes,
Blossom would never.
"You all seem like a very interesting bunch with very interesting stories."
I excuse my friends. They're a little weird. I have a question for you, by the way.
Hey.
You're
Hey, Pixar,
weird.
Marcus mostly said that, so I could go into this question. You're an expert in your field. If there was a combination between a spoon and a fork, would you call it a spork or a fapoon?
Can I throw my spoon at Marcus?
You groan and she busts out into laughter and she's like, "This somehow feels like a conversation I should not get involved in." Judging by
No,
everyone's
Genuinely
reaction.
curious here.
Don't.
We have had a snowball fight based on the answers to this question.
Well, let me see. If I had to pick,
I will pay you not to answer.
Spork or fapoon? Not again with this Sedge.
she looks up. She goes, "How much will you pay me?"
I'm not gonna get into this back and forth. You know, forget I asked. We're gonna lose all our money if Sedge throws it at every person I ask.
Can I slide her 5 gold to answer the question?
she takes it, laughs, and says, "If I had to pick, I think a spork sounds better."
Nah. Okay. I'm gonna fapoon boat.
By the way,
And your boat
fapoon
is tipping over very rapidly.
A fapoon sounds like a type of boat, dear.
she's got you there.
I mean, what is a spoon but a vessel to eat your food with?
All right. All right, I'm done with you all. You all
Sorry,
you all can
I
tell me
wanted
a story
to
later.
ask. May I
Yes.
know your name, please, ma'am, for your delicious soup?
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I should have introduced myself. I'm Amanda Jess.
Yeah.
She is the owner of the Summer Spring Inn and the Evershady Tavern.
Well, Amanda, thank you for sharing this very special part of your family with us. This soup was delicious.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy.
I don't know if anybody wants to accompany me, but I'm gonna go have a look at that hand a little closer.
Fur
Take a closer look.
is weird.
Yeah,
Fish my stew.
you can finish shoveling the stew in. And is everyone going to the hand?
I think I'll go check in at the inn, the Spring and Summer Inn, and get our rooms sorted.
Okay, we'll say the
Go
inn
to the
there.
hand. I'm curious.
All right.
As we leave, I step down off my stool first and hold a hand out to Eilif.
I'll stand up and do it and stuff.
take his hand.
Holding hands.
Yes.
Give a little
And I
bow.
elbow Helu.
The-
I
oh
elbow
my
Helu
god.
to show they're holding
Oh my
hands.
god. Oh my
Grody.
gosh, man. Mwah.
Yeah, yuck it up.
I pick up. I manifest my echo. Echo picks up Snow and throws it at Helu before disappearing.
It's down. It's down. My god. Ah. It's so cool.
Suffer. Suffer.
Fuck you. Oh wait.
Don't-
Sedge is doing that
Don't
already.
cause too much chaos.
yeah.
I'm going to shut up.
Oh no, that has Isla fucking moving off of the stool and just picking up Snow and beelining it at Helu. I'm going to shove so much
Don't
snow
break
down
any
your
windows
coat.
you can't replace.
I
like
go
booking it
back.
down the
I dive
street.
back. I dive back inside, and I like hide around the door. I'm like, you wouldn't throw snow in this nice prison's tavern, would you?
I enter the door. I look at the tavern, the barkeep, and I'm like, "May I shove snow down my little sister's shirt for being a little sister?"
I'm shaking my head. I'm like I'm like pleading with my eyes.
Just don't get it. Just
Isla
don't
gives
bother
their
the other
best
patrons.
smile. Okay, thanks. Shove.
It's just water.
Just the loudest fuck. How many patrons do I fucking startle?
It's you guys ran in with this. There's a lot of them that appear to be like fully laughing and sort of enjoying this spectacle. Some of them who are like tired from the cold and like bundled up. Some of them are like, one of those half-hearted glares of disturbing their midday peace. But generally a lot of them are like laughing along with the entertaining image.
Okay, you've made your point. Stop.
Okay, and then just leaves and heads back towards the hand.
Motherfucking.
Big ass fan.
Can we
Big ass
invent
fan.
fist pumping? Is that a thing? Can we do like the fist pump and explosion? Has that been invented yet?
The explosive handshake.
One of those like
La,
probably
la,
by,
la.
probably by little kids. I'm not gonna lie. That's something
Yeah.
the river rats would invent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you approach the hand.
I
It
think
is-
Bugsy came up with for Marcus's secret handshake.
God.
It's a great, as you approach, there's a great hand carved smooth black stone that rises in this part of the village. Its palm facing the sky and thumb and 5 fingers out. This cyclopean stonework is nearly 40 feet high, tall enough that there are some buildings that have been sort of constructed around it. And you can see that, as Amanda was saying, that there is a bar that's built in, that's built against the base of the hand with like some stools that have been put up or tucked away. This
Cool.
fully looks like they use it as like an outdoor bar area in
Yeah,
winter
that's cool.
months.
That's
But-
cool.
Yeah, not too far away. There is, hold on, actually, there are deep clefts that have been dug in around the hand's wrist, confirming that it's attached to a forearm descending far beneath the ground.
What the fuck?
Oh.
And that there is a, on the other side, sort of away and sort of cordoned off with like a fence and everything, does look to be what appears to have been attempts at excavations further down. But doesn't look like there's anything happening with it now, essentially.
Gotcha. I think Marcus approaches it and he's gonna start to cast Identify on it just because I'm curious.
Yeah, let me look at Identify.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it isn't a magic item, but I do see that I can figure out if it was created by magic, so that'd be interesting to know. Or if any spells are affecting it.
It is a magic item or some other magic. See, this is where we get into the gray area regards to other magic imbued object, because this is a
Mhm.
little big to be.
Yeah. Well,
This would be
I'm
something that you
mostly
more target with like legend lore.
I'm mostly interested in the bottom half. If this thing was created by magic, or if there's any magic affecting the hand right now at the moment. That's more what I'm curious about.
I think with Identify, I don't think you actually get much about it. It's one of those like this. It's magic, vaguely. It is truly just this enigmatic thing into the spell of Identify.
Like I can't tell if there's any spells currently casted on it, or if it was created by magic. Like a spell was used to create it.
I don't know if like any specific spell, other than just it exists and it's magic.
Or, that makes sense. It's obviously from a time way back when, so I'm sure it was made by magic that we no longer know. That makes sense. I do want to pop my eye on it just to see how it looks.
I think as you look in sorry, let me look. Effectively True Sight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. True Sight, which I think does sort of give you like the brief to sort of like it is like it's almost blacker. It's like it's this black stone. It's almost blacker, sort of sucking in light, this unassailable just sort of object in reality and magic that's here.
Interesting. That's cool. Huh. Well, I'm not getting much from this. It's just a hand popping up from the ground.
I poke it.
You poke
You
it.
die.
Instant death.
Make
Explode.
No, I'm kidding.
My fucking heart for a second. Jesus.
You're casted back into
Pepper.
the Feywild.
No, not again.
That'd be fucking crazy.
Sorry, with Marcus's eye, it's like it looked blacker, and it almost looked like it was absorbing light and magic.
It looked like it was like one of those. It's so like black, so dark that it seems to be absorbing light around it. But otherwise, it's this just sort of like unassailable. This just like it is so physically present. In both the prime material and the ethereal, this object of stone and magic. Of reality and magic.
I lick it.
Okay. This time make me a constitution check. Not a saving throw
Yeah,
check.
Yeah, okay.
Just to see if Ilif's tongue gets stuck on it.
13.
I think on a 13, yeah, your tongue gets stuck to the stone.
This is what I get for doing impulsive face. Ugh!
Ilif.
I'm sorry. What
I'm
was
just
what was that, Ilif? Oh. Although I don't think I can actually really talk. I think I've done the same thing before.
No one touch them. I'm going to go back into the tavern and ask for a hot glass of water.
Hello, this is your chance.
Just for the
Get the snowballs.
Snowballs, Hello.
I start gathering so much snow.
Oh, no.
Actually,
Hello.
no, hearing that, I risk it. I summon my echo and switch places.
No, Blossom isn't there. I was trying to be Halu's inner voice at that moment. Blossom's back
okay,
at-
never mind.
Blossom went to the inn.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Sensitivity the areas on my tongue to be warmer. This.
Get the snow.
Yeah, you can like Helu, you can like go into Ilif's blind spot and start.
I think. Hold on. I think I think the
Bless
evilest
them.
lid.
Bless
Helena like
them.
grabs the
She's,
snow
like,
is
in
like
the- in the
it's
hot
like
spring.
3 inches away from
know.
grabbing Ylif's collar and just jumping. It's like the size of Helu's head amount of snow, and it's just like it's the sudden connecting of neurons of actions have consequences. If I do this, I will find snow in my bed and in my shoes and in my bag and in my hair and in literally every aspect and crevice of my life. And
Is it
Helu
worth it?
drops the
Connected.
snow.
Aww.
But case, I have a 20 passive perception. I live 100% fucking notice.
It's one of those, like, you saw, like, Helu creep out of sight, and so while you can't turn your head, you, like, start listening. You can hear, like, that crunching of snow as she gathers it, and you know, without, beyond a shadow of a doubt, what
Wait,
she
hold
was
on.
planning.
Dumb question. Is the hand metal or is the hand stone? Because if it's stone, my tongue shouldn't freeze to it.
Right.
Wait.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
It is stone. You're still froze to
Oh.
it.
Oh. That's why I thought it was fine to lick it. It's stone. It shouldn't do this.
Huh, interesting.
It's probably
sounds
not
like it, Blossom.
terrestrial stone.
About three
Nope.
parts of this is me going, this is funny as shit. Yeah, Ylif gets her tongue stuck. The other one part is, I'm gonna fucking embrace this. I'm gonna embrace this as part of the mystery of the hand.
I'm kind of curious.
get Blossom, please? To this
Is there any way I can cast Mold Earth on a small portion of this hand to see if it affects it?
That's just getting you
Hold on,
hot
hold on,
water,
hold on.
Ylif.
Yeah.
I am getting the hot water.
You're like, Blossom is off at the hot spring. So Helu and
Then-
Marcus.
right.
Helu is there, like, kind of sort of laughing at you. Marcus is just busy examining the hand. Sedge trudged off and then is coming back. You went to Amanda to ask for a hot cup of water, and she looked up and she went, "Someone tried to lick the hand."
Yes. Unfortunately.
Happened
she-
before.
And she, like, disappears into the kitchen and comes out with, like, a little water skin of hot water, and she goes, "Yeah, here you go."
I have a question. Does this happen in any other season as well?
No, just in the cold months.
I see. Thank you. I'll be sure to return this.
Whenever, it doesn't have to happen immediately. Just before you leave. But you can trudge
course.
back with this like hot water, essentially hot water bottle. And you can hear, like, Sedge's heavy footsteps trudging through the snow back to you. But you want
I pour the water over Ylif's tongue until they are able to take their tongue.
This stone is weird. It should not have done that. I'm going inside now, and I flip off the hand and go inside.
What? Mold Earth. You want to Earth? Target an area of loose earth. You can instigate it. Dirt stone. It's not affected by mold earth.
Oh, okay. Figured that would be the case. Still worth the try.
How intriguing.
Like she said, she's had all sorts of science people picking and probing at it, so I'm sure everybody's tried everything. But
You know, the temptation to hit it with Shatter Spike is so real. Because the thing is, it does critical damage to objects and cannot be harmed from non-magical sources. So that's a sure. But it is magical, so it would harm my sword. So never mind.
But you all can
The
return.
the neurons are not there tonight.
It's cold. Those neurons are frozen. But you all can head over to the Summer Spring Inn. It is this large 2-story building that seems to, even in the winter, slit slightly askew, supported at its corners by heavy beams that keep it from collapsing entirely. whenever like wind from this snow seems to blow, there's a deep, the whole building makes a deep creaking sound, like someone trying to get comfortable in a chair. Which begs the question of how smart it was to build a wooden building on top of hot springs.
Still standing.
But you can enter, and there is a man at the front who looks up, probably has been talking to Blossom at this time, so we'll actually switch to Blossom, who's been taking care of this. While everyone else is pooping. You are muted, Kate.
Good afternoon.
Philco Deadcliffe is this like small, unpleasant looking man.
That's crazy.
who-
Yeah, I
who-
would cry if someone described me as unpleasant looking.
He wears
It's
clothes.
Lermus's twin brother.
Oh.
He wears clothes that look like should be of noble cut, but they're in kind of poor condition, a little bit tattered at the edges, some unknown stains in places, and he, gonna be honest, as you approach, he does not smell very good.
There's a hot spring. Why doesn't he take a bath?
Just
Okay.
because there's hot water doesn't mean there's soap.
I mean, it could just be his raggedy clothes that he hasn't washed or something.
Yeah.
Looks up and he goes,
Good afternoon.
"Good afternoon. Are you here to stay at the inn?"
Yes, Amanda sent us over. My companions are over investigating the hand
Do you have?
across town.
Did you pay with her, or do you need to pay with me?
No, we paid with her, and I pull out the tokens.
He looks at me. Right, okay. And he turns and he pulls out some keys. Goes, "You have some rooms on the lower floors. They come with, if you're here if you're interested in the hot springs, your room, include their own stone baths, continuously fed by the hot springs. If you want to check out the bigger ones, you'll need to go downstairs. They are located in, let's see here, sorry, look. They are located in the basement."
Excellent. Thank you very much, Philco.
All right. Should I hold on to some of these for your friends when they come in?
Yes, that would be a good idea. Do you mind if I head to one of the rooms already, just to set my things down and take a bath? We've been traveling for 2 weeks, it feels like.
That's fine.
They are a strange bunch. They might be easy to notice upon their arrival. They're a bit raucous, standoutish. Few of them may be covered in snow, despite the lack of precipitation today.
He kind of leans past you and he goes, "Are they the ones who, with someone stuck to the hand?" And you can like turn and look out the window and you see Ilith.
I start turning and it's like, God damn it, hell, Ilith?
Hi.
No, that tracks. No, it's like she
I-
expected Helu to have her tongue stuck to the statue, but then she sees Ilith's silhouette struggling. It's like, surprisingly, that tracks.
Aleph only seems like the an adult figure of the group.
Yeah.
She's so stupid in 26. With more the
Um,
mentality of a 24-year-old.
When they are done with that, they should be stopping by relatively soon. But it was a pleasure meeting you.
Sure. Pleasure meeting you too. Have a good day.
You too. And as I go to my room, can I subtle spell prestidigitation on some of his stains?
Yeah.
Aren't you nice?
You can lift some of the stains from his clothes without him seemingly notice.
All right, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a few minutes later, you all enter And the same like,
I think I wanted to do a quick little flavor thing before everyone arrived.
oh yeah, go for it.
I wanted to go in the tub, like get my stuff off, shed my dirty road ragged clothes, and then hop in the tub. And then as I'm sitting there, just look at my cursed hand. And then just no words, just like feelings of what was it? It was like targeted anger at Mab, like trying to get her attention almost through the bond. And then I just want to plunge my hand in the hot sauna water or spa water. Hot spring water. That's what it is. Just like kind of like shock burn Mab if she's like trying to observe me almost.
All right.
That may bite me in the ass later, but I live for the drama.
Oh my god.
Hey, well, what am I gonna have? What is my response to this gonna be?
Oh fuck. It's immediate? Damn.
Well, let me think. Which, first of all, by the way, there is a slightly sulfuric smell. It's a hot spring,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
but let me see here.
Yeah. Hot spring, it means volcano.
Go ahead and just roll the d20 for me.
Oh no.
Oh, should I roll my blossom dice or my frostaladrin dice?
Hey, hold on, really quickly. You activated Tides of Chaos, didn't you?
Uh-oh!
I have that ready to go.
Jesus
Oh!
Christ.
Oh
Kate.
no! Uh-oh!
Good reminder. Just reminding
Forgot about tides of...
Yeah, just reminding
You did.
myself.
Uh-huh. So do I still have to roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that d20. This isn't for a wild magic surge. I'm just
Okay.
having you roll.
Okay. I am using the blossom dice that Arson sent me. Okay. I thought that was a 1, but it's a 13. The 1 and the 13 are very close to each other.
Okay. I don't think you get any feeling back, with the concentrated anger, but I do think something interesting happens is that when you plunge it into the hot spring water, that hand does not feel the warmth.
Ooh.
Maybe you
Yeah, and
wait
I
a little
think
bit trying to see if it soaks in, but no, that hand seems to cling to the cold of outside.
I'm gonna try to cast Prestidigitation with my other hand around it to warm it up.
You can it's like one of those, you can almost feel it on your wrist, right where it ends. You can feel that warmth, but where your hand is, no.
Holy shit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna probably keep it submerged, trying to warm it up until someone walks in.
Yeah. You're like that as the rest of you, I live freed from the hand, step into the Summer Spring Inn. Which you see again, that same small, unpleasant-looking man. His clothes
tell
minus
me.
a few stains, but still, in somewhat poor condition.
Please
Looks
tell
up.
me he has a name tag or one of those little, like desk plaque things.
No, of course he doesn't.
It's like manager on duty, Philcock.
Yeah,
No,
Philcock.
of course he doesn't.
Either way, he walks in. Good tidings, Mr. Philcock. I heard you're the man to talk to.
Well, we
How
you
wouldn't
doing
know how
today?
his name is spelled. Amanda would have just said Philco.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that sucks. Okay. I just say hello, Mr. Philcock. Philco.
Good afternoon. You are the party.
That's us.
Your companion gave me the tokens. Here are your keys. She went to your rooms already, so there's only 2 keys here.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you very much.
Tell you all the same thing. Your rooms are located on the lower floor. Each comes with its own stone bath fed by the spring. If you want to access the bigger springs, you'll need to go downstairs.
Gotcha. Say, Philco, you seem like a party animal. What's fun to do around here,
He just sort of looks up and he gives you this like very deadpan expression. He goes, "Well, you've found the palm, as it were. There is Greyhorn Outfitters, and the Temple of Light if you're the religious sort."
huh? Okay. Temple of Light. What god is that for?
Let's see.
Is it my boy Lathander?
Fuck Lathander.
Different
What
character.
did he do to you?
Different
Damn.
character.
I don't care. I feel it. I'm not saying it as Marcus. I'm just saying it out of character. Fuck.
He's saying it as Justin having to deal with Penny as a child of Lathander.
Also having to do with Lathander, giving me little zaps when I say his shoes look weird or something.
I'll remember this. Henry takes 3 points of radiant damage.
God damn it.
Yeah, go ahead and mark your sheet now, Justin.
I will go and do that.
Truth be
Oh my
told, I don't truly know. You'd have to ask the priestess on duty. Not much for temple going myself.
I see. How do you spend your days, Philco?
How do you think I run an inn, sir?
I mean, what do you do afterwards? What, you go fucking skiing or something? I don't know.
I go get a drink at the tavern like everyone else in this godforsaken town. Now, do you want to go to your rooms or not?
Okay, I was just looking for pleasant conversation.
Look
I will go
elsewhere.
to... Okay, Philco, okay. You got a little something on your shirt, by the way. I'm just gonna go downstairs.
Don't you do that. No.
It just sort of scowls, but goes back to like, he maybe has some sort of newspaper, effectively.
Yeah.
Some like little farmer's almanac for the area.
I gotta ask, how is this dude's hairline?
Oh man, what hairline?
Oh. when you describe this man, I just imagine like 3 strings of hair.
Yellow Homer
Yeah.
Simpson hair.
Pretty much.
He's holding on to those things for dear life. Oh my gosh. All right, yeah. I go downstairs to my room
Yeah, you
to
go
check
to
it out.
you go to your rooms. You can see, as you all take your scatter. You, Marcus, can see that Blossom has left her stuff in here. And I imagine you could probably hear her in the bathroom. And the rest of you, I imagine, Sedge and Isla for sharing a room. Hildu gets her own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, I'll probably walk into the room, announce myself, say, "I'm back, my love." That front desk Philco guy is very interesting. As I start setting down my things.
Yeah, if you look in the bathroom, you just see Blossom like holding her hand under the steaming water of the hot spring tub.
Just like staring at it.
Yeah, kinda zoned out.
Oh, walk over towards the door of the bathroom. Blossom, are you okay?
What? Yes, I'm
Testing the
I'm
waters,
fine.
I guess.
You could say that.
Might want to get your hand out of there. It seems like you've had it in there for a while.
Not too long, and I pull it out and shake some of the water off.
Marcus grabs a nearby towel and kind of starts drying off her arm and her hand. Very gently.
How is the statue?
Statuey. I mean, once you're close to it, it kind of loses its appeal, but it was nice, weird. Isla got their tongue stuck on it. I don't know. I guess they wanted to lick it. Definitely missed that.
I might have seen it from across town through the windows.
Oh yeah.
At least a small silhouette.
I'm sure
Struggling
half the
against
town
the-
saw that. From what I've heard, Alep's not the first person to do it, so
Hmm.
are you sure you're okay?
Yeah. Just getting used to the warmth. My hands felt a little
Listen,
colder.
I think you know by now that out of anybody in the group, I understand, or at least I'm as close to understanding as how you feel right now with this whole map situation. You know, having someone on your back and feeling powerless, but you know I'm here for you, and I'm always here to hear you out and help you out in whatever way I can. I felt that feeling for a very long time, and I didn't have anybody to lean on. I'm sorry that you're feeling it now, but I want you to know that it's not something that you have to deal with on your own. I'm just as angry as you are.
I might have antagonized her just the slightest bit.
That's fine. I've done the same thing. And to be quite honest with you, it's never ended quite well for me. But I know exactly where you're coming from.
Jen, do I feel the towel on my hand?
Yeah, you feel the
Or
tower.
is it just okay? Okay. I don't know, it just name of the inn and Hot Spring, it just thought I might have been a little bit safer than normal, but her eyes are far reaching.
Trust me, I know. The most we can do is stick her the finger in every turn, you know?
That's what I should have done instead of just sending angry vibes.
I'm sure you got the point across.
Maybe. It was
Listen,
weird. I couldn't feel
Listen,
anything.
I know so. As someone who's been at the other end of you being pissed, I know when you want someone to know that you're pissed at them, you're very good at it.
And what's that supposed to mean?
That's supposed to mean, you have a very intimidating, you have a very intimidating side of yourself, 1 minute you're beautiful and the next minute, you can be a
I'm what?
scorn.
I'm what?
You can be a real scorn.
A skort.
Scorn, like a big old kick in the butt.
Can I try to intimidate Marcus?
What?
Just with a glare.
That's between what you two are. It's between you two to decide.
I'm just gonna stand there menacingly.
She's just standing there.
Basically,
Johnny too, holy shit.
See?
Glaring.
Look at you go, you little cannonball.
Call me a cannonball one more time and see what happens. I'll show you what kind of glass cannon I can be.
Ooh.
I think we're gonna get a fade to black lads.
Look, that's where I.
Whoa! Whoa!
Look,
I mean,
I feel some kind of tension.
I mean, if it's gonna work on anybody, it'll be Marcus. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think you're quite getting the intimidation that you're looking for here.
Mark him down is scared and horny.
I'm feeling complicated feelings right now, and I really like it.
Oh, it may also no. Blossom wouldn't be. I think she just tried her outer layers. I don't think she fully got in. But imagine if like she was just fully freshly
make
stepped
her
out of a
naked.
spa.
Make her naked. It'd be fucking funny.
Okay, you know
power move.
Vexalia
You know what?
power move.
Yeah. You know what? Vexalia power move. She's naked.
She only now is leaving the spa, and
Yeah.
is fully naked.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just fucking freeballing it.
Yeah. Maybe you should spend some time in the spa.
I mean, maybe I will. Maybe you should join me.
Maybe I will.
Maybe you should.
Anyways, what's
Maybe I'll give you a few minutes to get undressed, and I'll meet you in the spa.
I'll see you there.
Anyway,
Fine.
hold on.
Fine.
Isla walks. Isla is going to
Good.
go to the spa in a little bit. If Isla walks down there, are we gonna see something we don't want to see?
I think
No,
each
we have
of our
personal
rooms
like
have
little
its
hot
own.
tubs.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have
Little
our
mini
room-
spas.
Okay.
Yeah, the rooms
For
have
some
their
reason,
own.
I was
like,
under the impression that it was like in the basement.
It's so the rooms on the lower floors that you guys are on essentially the ground floor, all have their own stone tubs that are filled with hot spring water. But there are
Okay.
bigger, more essentially like a communal space, and generally just the bigger actual hot springs.
That's where I
underneath.
thought Blossom had went. Okay.
Nah, it was
No,
the
she
room
stayed in the room.
Yeah. But anyways, what is everyone else doing as they settle into their rooms? Alright, well don't all talk at once.
As Blossom and Marcus fade to black.
Yeah. Yeah. As I just go whoopsie daisy over here.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Whoop.
Yeah, I think Hello's gonna take the time to warm up, but like, is mostly just going to chill, and maybe teenage angst. Actually, yeah, full teenage angst. Now that she's in the privacy of her own room. Yeah.
Alright. So are you interested in describing what that looks like at all, or just leaving that? Let her be.
Pulls out her iPod Mini and plays Fall Out Boy.
Honestly, I think
Just
the
playing
equivalent-
simple plans. I'm just a kid.
chemical romance. I think after maybe before. I don't know. I can't decide. But I think for like a little while she's like trying to piece together just how like when the point of no return was during the spar, and like kind of obsessing over the what ifs, because like yeah, everyone says it was fine, but like it really wasn't. But she's, going to accept everyone telling her it's fine just so they don't worry, sort of a thing.
Yep.
But I think after some time it just gets to be like too much. Her brain is going like over it. She's going into a fucking the ant death spiral loop,
Yeah.
And so I think she just sort of gives up and like throws her journal at the wall and just like plunges herself into the hot spring to just stew in there for a little while. So I think she's just privately stewing.
So, Helu is having her own, I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. Joking. I'm joking, but
Teenage dirtbag, like
yeah.
No, it honestly,
to Iron Maiden.
honestly, yeah, I think Helu is fully just like, I'm
Yeah.
16 and I'm a terrible person. Like going into full teenage, like we all had those moments when we were teenagers, like I don't deserve to be happy and like have nice things.
What
I'm an
the hell
awful
am I doing
person.
here?
Bleh, like
my God.
I don't belong
I live
here.
older sibling energy, and like ping is going off, and it's like, but I am the wrong person to talk. Actually, no. I think like Iliff does take a bit, realizes I don't think I actually talked with Helu about what happened, and will actually go out to seek Helu out.
oh boy.
Because Iliff had that realization of, oh shit, I haven't actually talked to Helu post the incident.
All right, yeah. You put your stuff down, have that moment, and you can go and find Helu's room.
Iliff gives a little bit for Helu to settle down. They take a bath. They warm the fuck up. They become a prune. They throw on all their layers because they are like me. They are perpetually cold. And then go to find Helu, like knocking on her door, like, Helu, can I come in and talk with you? I have food. I brought snacks. I have more macadamia nuts. I found a place that does roasted macadamia nuts. They do them downstairs.
I'm not really hungry. Just
I can still bring them in and leave them for you. I know, but can I come in and talk and then I'll leave you alone?
Fine.
I'll talk through the door too, but
Give me a minute. It's just like
okay. Iliff is used to this with their younger sibling. Their patience on earth.
I feel like Helu probably like had flopped into bed and just like
I can also just open the door.
no, you can't. Hold on. Just like flops out of bed, throws on their like night clothes, and just like opens the door. Hi.
Hi, I hand over the roasted macadamia nuts.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I head in. I kind of do the Slavic squat on the ground. I'm just like, or actually, no, I don't do the Slavic squat unless Helu goes back to the ground. Like, do you want to be sitting or do you want to be standing? Do you want to flop on the floor like a fish? Because I'm kind of feeling floor time right now. I kind of desire the floor.
Yeah, I could do time.
Ragdolls to the floor.
Are you like
Full on.
halfway? Are you like half in the door in the hall?
No, I'm this is after I'm back in the. That's after I'm in the room. Full theater, dramatic flop to the floor.
That would have been really funny if Iliff just like in the door.
No, they're in
on
the
them
room.
on their way to
It's
the
just
room.
like Hello just like touches them with their foot. Hello just like grabs the comforter off the bed and like also just cocoon like caterpillar on the floor.
Yeah, Iliff brought a pillow also, fully figuring it would be floor time. It's just like, so I wanted to just talk. You don't need to talk to me. You don't need to talk about it. I want to talk at you for a little bit. And I want to apologize to you for how our spar went. I am the adult, and I know you are a skilled and mature person. You are aware of what you're doing. You have been training for your whole life, even though you shouldn't have had to. Or at least in an environment that was not a great training environment, but you have been trained. You've done spars before. I acknowledge that. I am still the adult. I am still militarily trained and should have more easily communicated with you about what our expectations and rules for this spar was. And I apologize that I didn't do that. And that led you to having, don't want to call it a mental break, because that is not what it was. I'm just struggling for the actual correct wording. But I put you in a position that hurt you because of the lack of communication. And the what ifs. What if we communicated? What if I didn't go so hard? What if I was a bigger person and didn't get competitive? But the what ifs don't help. And I personally know that a lot because, at this point I have a lot of what ifs, could haves, should have beens. But I am not mad at you. I am so happy that even though you and I and Blossom got hurt, that it wasn't serious. It was easily healed with Sedge's magic and my healer's kit. And I hope that in the future we can spar again, because I trust you. And we'll just communicate and make sure the others are watching just in case. It's not your fault that it happened. It's not my fault that it happened. It was a series of shitty circumstances and miscommunication. And clearly, just something happened at some point that has led this for you. Which I hope we can help you at some point. But it is not your fault that what happened in the spar happened. And I just wanted to reiterate that outside of the immediate event. Because I know that sparring accidents, even when they're accidental, can just sit on you and hurt a lot. Especially if you end up seriously hurting another person because of it. And I just wanted to come and talk to you. Or and tell you that. And I don't need a response from you about it. I just wanted to make sure you heard me say that I'm not mad at you. I forgive you for the actions that happened. I trust you. And I do want to spar with you again in the future, just with more safety precautions and communication for both of us. That's it. And I love you, and you're my little sibling. And you're very important to me. And yeah. Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
Would you like a hug, or would you like me to leave?
I think I want to.
What? I could not hear you.
Helu would quietly mumble, I think I want to be alone.
Okay. And Eilif will just set down their little stress ball that they had before, that they had let Helu use before, next to Helu, and they'll leave the room.
Go back
I think
to...
though. Oh, sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
After Eilif leaves the room, I think very quietly, Helu would say, I know you trust me, but I don't trust myself. Not anymore. And I think would probably continue to do floor time.
Oh,
Because she
I-
doesn't. She doesn't trust
I know,
herself.
and And Ylif kind of figures that, but they wanted to, like, make sure that Halu heard what they had to say and, like, have those foundations and shit in place.
But you see, the goblins, the demons have gotten
Oh,
to her and are like,
yeah.
no, Ylif's lying.
I was
The
laughing.
teenager demons.
I was laughing because I'm gonna use the fact that you said I don't trust myself against you.
Oh no!
God damn it, Moss.
We've
Who's giving her
we've
ideas
given
now?
Jen,
Uh-oh.
we've given Jen so much ammo in this last hour.
We really have.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine.
bullet after bullet.
I think
Here's
like,
the thing, though.
maybe. Oh, go ahead, Arsen.
I was just gonna say, if there's a big dramatic, like, teenage angst dramatic moment of Halu mid-breakdown just going, I don't trust myself! Ylif's being like, but I trust you. And I'm here for you. And I will help you. And just that quiet comment, like, I'm going to be here for you. And I will trust you for you until you can trust yourself again.
We gotta get to that point, though.
Oh, eventually we'll
Yeah.
get to that point. But it's not there yet.
I think
We're laying the foundation.
maybe like an hour or two after the fade to black, Blossom will like get her clothes back on, and go knock on Ylif's door. Like,
An
Ylif,
hour
And she
is
answers,
crazy.
no.
Is
Ooh,
Ylif
nothing
there?
even nap
Because
after.
Ylif's conversation
to
with
find-
Halu doesn't take.
No, I think it
doesn't
would
take
probably
that
take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Be
looking for Ylif, and it may like start with looking for Halu, but I find Ylif first, because I'm hoping to
Maybe
get
you probably see
a
Ylif
start
leaving
on
Halu's
training.
room.
Yeah. Ylif, could I ask you something?
Oh. Sure. What's up?
I was wondering if we might be able to get started on some of my martial trainings today, perhaps?
Yeah, sure.
Should I grab Halu? I know she initially
No,
volunteered,
she
but
wants to be alone
she
right now. She wants to be.
she did slam the door rather hard, so I thought I'd ask you
I
first.
just kind of talked. Well, I talked at her, but she specifically like stated flat out she would like to be alone.
Does she need anything? No.
Let's give her space for now. That's what she needs. She asked for space. You can later tonight. You can see how she's doing, but right now, when she's specifically said space, let's give her space.
I was just gonna do this, but what do you think of me, just projecting the scent of, like lavender and the forest and maybe a warm sea
Blossom?
breeze? And
Blossom,
Yes?
this is a moment where Halu has stated her boundaries. She wants to be left alone.
Right.
I'm not saying your idea, very sweet. Do that later. Just right now. Wants to be alone. And whether that's she actually wants to be alone or she thinks she wants to be alone, she has explicitly asked for it. And until she gives a reason where we can't trust that, we should accept that she wants to be alone. Now let me go flip you into the snow. Come on.
Oh, okay. I feel like we have very different ideas about what this training is going to be, but all right. She follows.
You're
Ylif
asking
out.
the military person, Blossom.
I just want training with a weapon. I don't need to be thrown about like a rag doll.
Okay, but here's the thing. You need to, if someone tries to take the dagger and pulls you forward, I'm going to start you on the basics. You're not even going to be holding a weapon for it, because we need to work on your stancing to make sure you don't get knocked over if you're trying to stab someone. Your center of
I
balance
know-
is shit, you lanky bitch.
I know how to stand, Iliv. Strikes a pose.
I reach over and push on Blossom's shoulder. It's 100% not a stance that it's actually
She
like.
immediately she immediately collapses.
See, here's the thing. The biggest thing about fighting with a weapon is that it's as much of your stance and how you move your body as it is how you're holding the weapon. Halu and I are both very strong people and can wield very big weapons. But if we don't hold the body correctly, someone could just first off, our own weapons would unbalance us and we'd hit nothing. Second, someone could just poke us from behind and we teeter over like an unbalanced statue. So we're going to start with the stance and adjusting your footwork and making sure you know how to fall. So that way if you fall while trying to stab someone or you miss and get tripped, you don't land and break a hand.
All right. It sounds
Also think about this,
Simple
you're
enough.
building up your cardio and stamina. It gives a knowing look to Blossom.
I have plenty of stamina. I can hold my breath for 2 minutes.
Hell,
Are you
I
sure
don't think
about
that's stamina.
Shut up, Marcus.
Yeah, and I can hold my breath for 4.
Is that even
Right?
fucking
See,
possible?
point.
Jesus.
Yeah.
For the
People
rules
can
of
hold
I'm
their
pretty
breath
sure
for
holding your breath is
15
based
minutes.
off your constitution, yeah.
Yep, for the rules of
Yep.
D&D.
Yeah. I just want to say Kate Winslet did a extended breath hold for like 7 minutes training for Avatar 2. Just
nice.
It is possible. You do have to train specifically for it.
yeah.
Which the
I-
martial people would have been trained for.
Yeah. I see your
And it's also different when you're holding your breath above air versus holding your breath as you dive deep underwater, which is adding pressure to your body.
Yeah.
Besides the
Yeah.
point. Besides the point. I
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
a lot of videos about people That's a weird sentence to say. Anyway,
Moving on.
I watch a lot of videos about people describing like scuba caving, like deep water caving and stuff, and like the incidents with that. So you kind of start understanding how bodies just asphyxiate in water at that point. Doesn't help my fear of water.
Yeah, I was
Surprisingly.
about to say.
Understand
I'm
why
not
you're
watching it,
fearful.
though, so I'm not- Besides the point. It's also just
Besides the point.
interesting.
So I think Blossom and Iliff do like an hour or 2 of training out in the snow until like
I think
supper or
we're
dinner.
at an hour.
Yeah. I don't think Blossom can make it more than an hour.
especially in
honest.
especially
Specifically
in the
because
snow.
it's cold. It's cold, it's in the snow. So that's why Eilif's working on stamina and stances, because snow is a good and cold weather is good for that.
True.
Yeah.
I can't run anymore. Has only
and
done
it's
one
going to
lap
be
around the
actual weapon
tavern.
training for Halu, so that way they don't take away that from Halu.
That's fair.
How do you run this long?
My legs
Practice.
hurt. My throat
Genuinely,
hurts.
awesome. Practice. And doing it every single day for hours.
This is coming from personal experience. I am not a runner.
That's
Yup,
such a mood.
yup.
I'm not a
Actually,
long
probably
distance
didn't
runner.
even
I'm
run
a
that much.
sprinter.
A lot of it was probably Eilif correcting how Blossom was running.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
just
that
gonna
makes
do a
sense.
quick con save.
God,
That was a
please
5
fit.
on the die, but I'm proficient in con saves, so it's an 11.
Okay.
Oh,
It's not a failure. So, but I think it's your lungs hurt, but you're able to
But
get
also the
air
cold
in
air
yourself.
will absolutely
Yeah.
make it hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your lungs hurt, but you're not collapsing, and you aren't catching. It's one of those it's about what you'd expect after exercising.
Yeah.
You're not doing especially well, but you're not doing especially poorly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now go do a lap around the tavern while just walking, because you can't dead stop after running. I'll walk with you.
Okay. Everything hurts.
Yeah, I know, but you gotta walk it out, and then we'll stretch, and then we're done.
My side hurts. I think I got stabbed.
You have not been stabbed since yesterday. But also, that's
No,
a cramp. You're getting a cramp.
Charlie horse.
I hand like the water flask over, and I'm just like, drink this slowly, and just put your arms above after you drink it, hand it back, put your arms above your head, and just walk for a bit to make sure
You're
your
just
muscles
giving me
don't cramp.
flashbacks to when I did cross country.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to someone
This
that has never done any running ever and just knows these things. But the thing is, I've done sport. I've done others. I've done volleyball and basketball and stuff. So
Yeah.
Jack of all
When you gotta do
trades.
that,
and field
when
hockey
you
and
gotta run a
soccer.
mile for warm up, yeah, dude,
Ugh.
those soccer warm ups are killer. Anyway, yeah, Blossom is just suffering for an hour.
Yeah,
Doing
your
running drills.
lungs sting. But you're able
I need to take another bath.
Yeah.
But you're able, to go inside and warm up, and it's one of those like, when you've been shoveling for a while, and that the warm sort of like creeps in. Minus your hand, of course.
Yeah. Fuck.
Hmm.
I think I'm like shaking the cursed hand, trying to like warm it up, and still not feeling anything.
You good?
I might have antagonized Mab a little bit before you got here.
Ilift like does that parrot thing of pinching the bridge of their nose, looking up and very clearly counting to 10.
How far? How is Iliff able to get to 10? Is the question.
Does Blossom open her mouth before Ilift can get to 10?
I think she's too busy, trying to inhale oxygen.
Why did you think? it would
Remember, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth.
Yes, Sedge just pops up to give
Yes,
advice.
Sedge pokes his head out the window.
Your legs feel like jelly.
Yeah. I think she like leans
Okay.
against a tree stump for a minute. It's like,
Nope, if you're leaning, you're stretching. Stretch it out.
okay.
Otherwise you will not be able to move tomorrow. So what prompted you to antagonize Mab?
I just got in my head about what happened yesterday, and there were just weird vibes afterwards, and felt like being a little bit of a bitch.
And did you feel like this would help the situation?
I don't know, maybe. I thought I could heat shock her if she was spying on me.
Did you think that it would take her eyes off of Halu if you pissed her off?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure an all-powerful Fae Queen can keep her eyes on multiple people.
You're probably right.
And antagonizing someone that can do this to you? Probably not a great idea.
She'll get what's coming to her eventually.
That's the eventually. We are nowhere near able to do anything against her right now. This is something that calls for patience and waiting, which I know you're not great at, but
I don't mean to sound rude when I say this. I promise. It's just I've been stuck here for almost a year, and we've been able to do nothing except figure out the 1% of what Mab is trying to do.
that's
It's just
how it works. just in general, besides the Fae stuff, no one ever knows what Tatiana or Mab or any of the, like, even Chandria, and I worked with her, were doing. Like, we saw bits of it, but there are so many pieces in play. And then, not only that, but, like, we only know 1% of what Dolmen is doing. I know 1% of what the people of the Fae Dark are doing. It sucks, and it's shitty. And you're not rude for saying it. I understand the impatience with it, and it's aggravating when you try and try and try, and it seems like this insurmountable odd is in front of you. But screaming at the mountain will only cause an avalanche. It won't break the mountain.
What if I cast a high enough level fireball?
That will cause a bigger avalanche and still will not break the mountain. The way you
But
break
what
a
if I-
mountain is bit by bit by bit. And that's what we're slowly trying to do. But first, we're doing this Nick Bottom stuff. And then I think we might be going back to the Feywild. Because my stuff, I have stuff I want to do there. We still need to find the eyes. But... And I'm pretty sure we'll make more progress then. But right now, it's just bit by bit. Clearly, Mab wants power of some sort. He sent... What did you call him? Snowflake Dylan? Whatever? Cryo
Snowflake
bitch?
Dylan the Third.
Snowflake Dylan the Third.
Locally
Snowflake
known
Dylan.
as Cryovane.
Yeah, Snowflake Dylan the Third. Into here to cause panic and a ruckus. But then we have to sit down and think. And obviously we can't figure out all of it, and we might never figure out all of it. Is there something in the area that she wanted? Or she wanted to distract from? Is it just a Fae doing Fae chaotic things? And then you look at how she's played bits of our party. And how she's moved against us. And then how she's made power plays in the Feywild. So clearly she wants something. Presumably just power. But we just can't know yet. We don't have all the pieces. And that's shitty, but it's okay. We're just kind of stuck like that until we go back to the Feywild where it's all happening. You were only in the Feywild for like 2.5, 3 weeks. That's not a lot of time to get answers. So it's fine that you're frustrated. But don't antagonize the mountain, please. For the love of Vander, don't antagonize the mountain.
I think the reason I'm antagonizing the mountain, as you say, is I know I used to be on the same level as the mountain. I used to be my own mountain. I could have done something. Failed. Mab destroyed the mountain. Do the same time.
I don't think Mab destroyed the mountain. I think Mab dug under the mountain and it collapsed in on it. So, but I also don't know everything. Analogy aside, you're not in the wrong to be angry and antagonize her. I'd probably antagonize her if I was in a similar position. Because you feel out of control with your life. And your magic, which is intrinsically you. But just for a little bit longer, try not to throw her the middle finger. Because what if instead of taking it out on you, she takes it out on Halu?
try.
Curse her to high heaven vocally, just... We all shit talk her. But... don't direct it, I guess, if that makes sense. You know it better than I do, how you antagonized her. But...
At this point, I feel anything I might send, either intentionally or unintentionally, will screw us up.
Also, Blossom, unrelated but kind of related, I don't know if anyone's told you this, but it's not your fault that this happened to you.
You don't know that.
Blossom, it's not your fault.
But it could be. Could be Titania's fault.
Not. And you're not Titania right now. You're Blossom. And it's not your fault. Until you decide... Until you decide whether, in the moment when we get there, even if you have to decide to be Tatiana again, until then, you're Blossom. Who you were before affects a lot of things, and how people might view you. But you are Blossom, because until you only have existed for a year, and you've existed as Blossom. You have no memories of the time you were as Tatiana. That makes you Blossom. Whatever Tatiana did, it's not your fault. If you take up the mantle again and become Tatiana again, then yeah, it might become your fault. But right now, you're Blossom, and it is not your fault.
Why do you do that?
You what?
Why do you feel the need to make everyone feel better when they're at their lowest?
I mean, partly because I'm your friend, and I care about you. I care about everyone in the party. Another part of it is I'm an older sibling to two amazing younger siblings. And I just want people to be able to look at the shit that they've gone through, acknowledge it sucked, it was terrible, and then start building back up their life. Like, I haven't been able to have the chance to yet. Like, my sister hasn't let herself have the chance to yet. And I don't want people to either be like her and be stuck in just perpetual misery and self-flagellation, or be like me and never talking about it, never hearing comfort about stuff. And you guys trust me to tell me this stuff. And I want to help best I can. Just because you're at your lowest doesn't mean you're worthless.
You're a good friend, Liv. I don't think I tell you thank you enough. And I apologize for that.
I appreciate hearing it.
Thank you. I hope we can all find our happy endings together.
I do too.
Oh, crap! 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 This is the lake!
Also, I just obviously
Walk it
you
off.
probably know, but I haven't told Chandria about any of it because I wanted you to have control over that. So just let you know again, because that was a whole emotional thing when you got angry at Marcus and stuff, but I haven't told her.
I thought you would have just told her by now, considering technically she's my niece.
She's Tatiana's niece. You're not Tatiana yet.
Right.
Honestly, it might help if you think of Tatiana as of right now as kind of like a weird former mother. Hear me out before you I see the face you're making. But purely because it's a lot of what Tatiana has done and actions and the consequences of that, especially as we're getting closer to seeing Nick Bottom, is going to haunt you. It's going to come up and you're going to feel guilt for it. But you're not Tatiana. You are Blossom. And until you decide to take up that mantle again, you're Blossom. Because before a year ago, you didn't exist. So therefore, you couldn't have done that stuff. So I don't know. Obviously, not actually. Tatiana's not actually your mother. But it might help to think of it as the actions of a mother that did these things, or a distant relative. Someone that's related to you that you have a lot of the traits of, that isn't you right now.
I just realized I have to talk to Nick Bottom face to face soon.
Yeah. But also, I wouldn't have just told Chandria that. My loyalty to you all, and you as my friend, and the trust that you have in me with this stuff is greater than that to AstraZealine right now. And Iliv actually has to take a second after they say that, and there's like, wait a minute, I said that out loud. Back to the topic at hand.
I think I'm gonna go do another lap.
You really shouldn't. You're gonna, or if you do, just walk. Don't run, please God.
Especially after the cramp.
Blossom starts doing a very limpy jog back around the.
Nope,
That's
nope,
crazy.
nope. Iliv just picks up Blossom.
No, either put me down, please.
Is this like you're complaining, or do you, because you could actually seriously hurt yourself?
I just don't want to think. I'd rather think about the pain than this.
Nope, that's not a healthy coping mechanism. We're going to find Marcus. He can fuck it out of you.
Oh my god.
No, we did that. We already did that. It's not working. The tried and true methods aren't working.
Instead, so he can talk history to you and bore you out of it. You're not going to use pain as a distraction. We're going to find friends and support networks, and just continues to carry Blossom back into the tavern.
Wait till
We're
I
getting
get my
healthy
hands on
coping
a
mechanisms
dagger.
in this family.
I will stab you.
As if you could do anything to me. And we'll go find see if they can find Marcus, and if not, then we'll find Sedge.
Yeah, I do want to point out that it
Just
is
kind of
almost
like-
1 a.m. for those of us on
And-
the East Coast. And we've been going.
I cast Reduce on Iliv.
Do you
I'm still
actually?
stronger than you.
Yeah.
Oh no,
What am I
that's
saving?
bad.
Please roll to see if you search.
Oh my god. Wait, you have Tides of Chaos still, don't you?
Yep.
Why did I
Surge-
open my mouth? Why did I open my mouth?
Okay, that's an 18. Fucking bitch. Let me edit this. Fuck.
Also, if you go to tables, by the way, in Foundry, you should actually be able to see the wild magic table.
What am I rolling
Ah.
to save?
That's a good question.
Is it con?
Oh, yeah. Give me 1 second. It is a con save.
Oh, good. I have a +8 to that.
Yeah,
That's a 19.
that
Yeah.
succeeds.
Aha!
Wild magic surge table.
You can click
Please don't
and
turn me into a
drag the
potted plant.
table onto the hotbar at the bottom to add a shortcut to it. And
Are you making me use Tides of Chaos?
do I want to? It would be
Yes,
funny as shit.
You do.
Yep.
You do. This is the
Yep.
perfect time for it.
Yep.
You want to save it
you
for
try-
something funnier?
You try to no, this is a
No,
pretty funny
this is
moment.
the perfect moment. As
Um,
Ylif is carrying Blossom and like a sack of potatoes into the tavern.
Oh fuck. That's not what I wanted. I rolled a 31.
A 31. Okay, let me
Is this the new table or
I guess you'll find out.
great?
Hey Jen.
31. Yeah. Oh. So,
Oh god, please not be the fireball on yourself.
It might be Fireball.
No.
I think 31 is Fireball.
No, it is not
No.
actually.
Oh.
No.
Fireball is actually really early in the table. This one is funnier because I actually have edited this one specifically.
Oh.
God.
Excuse me?
Oh no.
Oh no,
So-
we're gonna leave off on this.
So, you are I'm gonna really quickly just shoot a message to Kate.
Why did I do this?
Because Blossom does not think of consequences.
No, consequences don't exist for Blossom.
Also, like, I love the idea of the tavern just seeing Ylif fully, like, over their shoulder sack of potatoesing Blossom
Mm-hmm.
on the hunt
Yeah.
up towards, like, middle of the tavern when this happens, going towards the
Yeah.
like, the rooms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure does happen.
I have
Imagine when Ylif comes, Sedge is just like on the bed reading a book.
Shit.
Like, did
this
you have
is
fun?
I have a good question for this. So, Kate, did you see the
Uh-huh.
message I sent you?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Ylif, you throw Blossom over your shoulder, who is struggling, attempts to cast a spell on you, which you shrug off.
Mm-hmm.
Except all of a sudden Blossom disappears.
Oops.
She just poofs.
Is she invisible in my...
No.
Nope? Okay.
Blossom.
Yeah.
Super quick. Super quick.
Mhm.
Moss, I have a very important question. Is Helu asleep?
Oh no.
Oh, God.
What time is it right now?
It's been like an hour and a half, 2 hours since Ylif left Helu alone.
No, I understand that, but like what time of day?
It would be late. It would be, you guys have spent some time in town, have spent some time sort of chilling out. I would say it's probably, getting to, the sun has probably set by now.
Let me roll a d6 really quick. Yeah, Helu's asleep. I was like, even she'd be awake. Odds she fell asleep on the floor, I guess.
Fantastic. Blossom!
Oh no!
You cast the spell on Ylif, but feel it fail. Instead, feeling the spell backfire as you surge, and all of a sudden the snowy, like, little quaint landscape of the village disappears, and you land face first into like 2-3 foot high snow. And you sit up, and this is like within seconds, and you sit up sort of surprised at Eilif dropped you? I mean, come on. And then you realize you are in a familiar scene. Sort of thing you've seen in a dream of a coma you had. Of snow, of a city on an island in a crystal clear ocean, of a night sky endless above you, and you know bone deep you Feywild. And you look up, and into the distance you see 3 figures just walking. 2 of them are identical, wearing all black, with swords at their sides, twin faces grinning. Between them, swear is familiar. Swear. Like, you have just a moment to get a look at the figure, at the face, and it shocks you like the first hit of cold air to your lungs. Before the 6 seconds are up, you appear back in the prime material. Certain. You just saw Helu accompanied by Twin Fey Knight. And that's where we'll leave it.
No,
Confirmation.
no,
That's where I'm gonna leave it.
Oh no.
No, I can stay up. I can stay up, I swear. No.
It's too bad we got 6 minutes to 1 a.m. I gotta sleep, and I know Moss is
Yeah,
working tomorrow,
and
I'm pretty
also-
sure.
and
No,
no, I thought
I-
Moss was off.
Oh,
I'm
okay. Okay, I thought you were saying to Moog that you were working closing
Just-
off the rest
hey,
this week.
When
Monday.
do
Oh, okay.
you work tomorrow?
8 a.m.
Ooh.
8:30, so I have to be up by 7, which is in 9 hours.
Oh. And also, this would not be resolved quickly. This would be a whole. This
No.
could be a whole ass meta
Yeah.
in itself.
Yeah.
Nope.
9 hours? That means in an hour you get 8 hours of sleep. No, it doesn't matter.
So I'm
Red
gonna
said
go-
that I need to go to sleep
Yep.
early, so.
This is a
Yeah.
good place to stop. I'm gonna go
Also,
ahead
I zoned out completely after the play stuff. Like, fully was having trouble trying to take notes and stuff. And then the Blossom stuff started, and I just fully went. And Blossom disappeared. What the fuck? Oh no! Where is Blossom in the Winter
Alright,
Court? A
great.
dream? She is something in the Feywild. Playing shift? Hello, is asleep.
Great, great. Now we most definitely have a